Yes. Red, what happened last time?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm texting my mom.
Tell her the world.
She's going to make sure I'm still alive because she heard about the heat wave. I'm making sure she knows I'm not dead.
Is it like stupidly hot where you live as well?
Yeah, it is. It's messing up a lot of electricity. Yeah,
Oh.
I think Zaz is feeling it too.
That's the other thing. Oh God, you'll note that this year they stopped calling the heat waves abnormal because they are going to be the new normal.
Because they're normal, yeah. Because they're normal.
Oh God. But yes, we began with a flashback for Tatiana, as she got her Agatha popped up, letting her know that she apparently has magic in her blood as well, and that she will be joining classes, whether she wants to or not. Thank goodness she wanted to, of course, as she learned a bit more about how this whole magic thing works, from the fact that Tatiana and Wanda come from a similar type of magical essence of chaos magic, and Storm's a little bit more earthly and more natural, and her bias for Jack was very much obvious, that she seemed not to really consider him much of a student, outside of giving him books mainly at the very least, and not wanting him to mess up the training process, I guess. Jack at the very least seemed unperturbed, didn't really care for her opinions, though Wanda and Tatiana probably were getting more upset on his behalf than anything else. But we kept a cool head, got through our process of training, and I believe Tatiana also got a ring from it. A pebble from a certain dimension that, at least from what Agatha says, with enough training and time, she will make her way there too. And regardless, she's done on all she can. Great potential in all of us, outside of Jack, apparently, what she always implies. As time moved forward, apparently, as well. And we are still at the situation where after the attack of the mysterious guy, and no idea where the hell he's been and not knowing what to do, we decided to go with the prospect of actually trying to do something, actually trying to help our area with the powers we have, and doing that means getting costumes and disguises and such. And of course, Scott sailing a portion, Eddie reaching out to his contacts. As Cynthia and Ian had a conversation talking about their feelings over the matter, as we did split up teams, and of course Anne's headache with the team on her behalf. PHO and Wanda are enough of a handful, but hopefully they would keep them from doing anything too reckless, we'll say. And we did so, splitting up the neighborhood, having a form of communication, and trying to see how the first night of hero work would look like. I believe for us, Jack, Tatiana, Cynthia, Claire, well, we had a bit of a run-in with a local, I guess, not game, but a selling of some type of weapon products as he tried to interrupt. Mostly with Cynthia walking in, unafraid, and basically demonstrating how they should don't have to worry about getting hit with bullets. She was able to take them out easily enough, with us trying to catch the ones who didn't get away, essentially, and ask some questions. And they seemed to be tight-lipped, unwilling to tell us, though they did mention where they would drop off their portion of the sales they make. And no matter how much Cynthia tried to remind them that she can break them in half, they didn't seem to want to talk. And sadly, we had to, nothing we could really do, or as Jack will point out, there is something we could do. They don't really need their toes to live, basically. A few things, a few threats. I think we all are in agreement that we don't really want to be that type of hero, Jack, much to his, confusion and probably a bit of frustration, as we decide the only other option is to go to the address we found. Made our way there, and before we got through, I believe it was Claire and Cynthia.
Pause it, Red.
Oh,
Apparently,
yeah.
you're being accused of revisionism by the Presidium.
Oh, what did I miss? Tell me.
The speaker of the Presidium is accusing you.
Listen here, Miss Revisionist. It was talking about nails. Those do grow back on their own.
I'm sorry, I was getting mixed up when the next conversation we would have about that. He's like, they don't need their toes, is what he said afterwards. I'm sorry, Grind. It was the second conversation we had about this. I apologize. It was the toes and nails. I'm sorry, it was the nails. Toes came later. It was Cynthia and Claire who noticed that we were being watched. Cynthia decided to call out at this figure as they ran, and
my
Claire ordered.
funny idea at the time, and it did, and I think it was pretty funny.
That is true. That is true. As I believe it was Claire who you had a Tatiana to go follow this unknown figure she didn't notice. She went off to try to catch them and hopefully buy everyone else time to reach them. But as soon as Tatiana showed up to try to have a conversation, she got thoroughly roundhouse kicked and knocked the fuck out as this person ran off. And taken sadly with her sad sack self with her friends because they argued and talked back to our meeting spot with everyone back home. As everyone sat down, recuperated, and talked about what happened, did a bit of a simple debrief. For everyone else, it was a simple night of dealing with thugs and criminals outside of ours. Everyone seemed to be doing fine. As the next day, Tatiana, of a bit more healed thanks to Wanda and a bit more aware, met up with actually Felicity, who stopped by. Oh, wait, actually, I forgot. No, we actually had a conversation. Jack brought up again. That's when he... I'm sorry, Grunt. I'm not sure why I keep calling her Felicity. You're completely right. But no, Jack's growing frustrations with our reactions to how to deal with criminals popped off again. As he mentioned that we could do more or try to get them to do what we want. And everyone pointed out their uncomfortableness with the whole thing as Jack stormed off. We all followed him to talk to see what's going on. This seemed to be more than just a I want to, torture and beat criminals up, and I'm very angry. But it seems like, of course, as we know, he's been through a lot. As we talked and chatted outside and revealed a bit more about his history, his time with that original group, apparently, as well as the fact that his bad feeling has been growing as time has gone on. And the demon, Mephisto, as he tells us, the deal that was made, that was struck, and his parting words of coming back to kill anyone he's ever loved. And that means people like us, his friends, his family, Wanda, essentially, as we tried to discourage him from this mindset that running off isn't healthy or good. This demon could be lying to you or could not be, but maybe we can find a way to deal with this. Maybe Agatha, but this is just another ploy to ensure your misery, essentially. And honestly, I don't think you could really escape Wanda, as we chatted. And while he didn't fully agree with us, we'll say he had to admit, as we kept digging at that problem, that he does care for Wanda, and maybe just being honest is the best course of action right now. As begrudgingly, he seemed to come to that conclusion as well. Though it got even worse when we looked up and noticed that Wanda was overhearing this and made her way back in, and there's no other option but Jack for Jack to talk to her as he went back in. And then, of course, like I said, the next day is when we went to school. Felicia, thank you, Grunt, talked with Tatiana, having meet up with her to have a bit of a chat, as we feel pretty easily that it was Tatiana and it was Felicia who met each other that night, and who was her who gave her a bit of a knockout, apparently. As there was a bit of discussion about what the hell what are they doing, and she don't really need to do this whole thing. But Tatiana retorted back that their whole lives have been dealing with this, and that even if they ignored everything they could do to help, doesn't mean it won't stop, essentially. And, Felicia gave her a bit of a rundown at the full details. The fact that criminal group, something called the Trinity, full of very, very scary and powerful people, and some of them probably won't be happy with what's going on, especially in the Hell's Kitchen. She doesn't know who they are, but she just works for them. Money and all that. And of course, revealed, I accidentally will say that Felicia's crush on Spider-Man. Apparently they're getting close, and Tatiana is very supportive of all that. But she thanked Felicia for her help and her tips, and went off to tell the others, as everyone took this conversation and talked about what was going on, and, decided from there. Apparently as well that we're going to be doing a rotation that would be smarter, better, hopefully, and downplay our powers, and then get some help from Eddie as well, who has an idea. Though he did say no to Tatiana about helping her with his situation, but changed his mind a bit at the end. As Eddie's job allowed him to have a lot of connections, he decided to take everyone with him to talk with these lawyers, see if they're legit. As we met up with Nelson and Murdoch and had a bit of a conversation, trying to spin a lie to see what their moral compass was like. And it seems all to be true. They're willing to help, keep an open mind, even do it without having to pay a large amount of money, or not us having to pay for them at all. And with that evaluation, we took our leave, realizing that this is a chance, as Eddie pointed out, to actually deal with the situation, as the guys we captured last night were released, and that's not going to really help us in the whole superhero thing. So maybe someone with legal background who can actually make sure those guys don't get out is what we need. And I think that's where it ended last time.
Yeah. As well, I think you were just you kind of like left Murdoch and Nelson's place.
Yes.
Well, you have school and stuff to attend to, unless there's something you wanna, the conversations you would like to have with certain individuals.
As of right now, for Tatiana, I don't think so.
Nah, not at the moment. There's something I might want to do later, but kind of want to just, well, handle that tomorrow after school.
And well, Mac's not here, so I will assume no. Yeah, as probably get back, unwind for a bit, maybe attend class if you have something in the afternoon. I don't think it's your night out yet, so you'll get to enjoy some restful sleep before the next day. Thinking you're looking at
Healing back
yeah.
to Gilbert.
Yeah, as well, you have school indeed. You have some classes to attend to, maybe in the morning. Probably meet afterwards if you want to hang out or not. But well, Cynthia said you wanted to do something, so
Yeah, she's going to try to. She's going to try to find. Honestly, it's probably be just a charitable institution. She kind of wants to, when she's not doing the vigilante thing, and also because she has the benefit of not needing as much sleep as everyone else, volunteering her time to help the local community would be something she's really interested in.
any preferences on that?
Like something like handing out food, a soup kitchen, something that like she would not feel the pressure to like use her powers to make it easier, because that might lead to her like doing it at the wrong time and blowing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you'll volunteer for one of the soup kitchens. You probably can find like some sort of like I'm sure they had like ads even back then for like people who wanna sign up with certain
Like
maybe
newspaper
NGOs.
clippings.
Yeah,
Even if there's no ads for recruitment, there would be ads directing people to the location if they were in need.
yeah. So you can find one of the local NGOs that handles one of these like cantinas for the poor. You volunteer and yeah, they'll find something for you to do as you head over and spend probably the better part of your afternoon towards evening as you help around the kitchen, carry things, wash dishes, that sort of thing. Around like 7 when you will spot, as you'll see a very well dressed man compared to this place at the sort of walk in as he is carrying like this large fucking box filled with like looks like food supply, vegetables, fruits, that sort of thing. You see a bunch of other people as well behind him carrying more boxes. As let me just post this picture, although I think you know who this one is.
Very large, well-dressed man. Wonder who it could be.
Yeah.
Large man, you say? Nah.
Yeah, he's sort of gonna place the box near the kitchen as he sort of gestures and kind of gives directions to the others as they'll also put the boxes somewhere you can like easily take them. He'll sort of, you are the closest to him. He'll sort of approach you as the lady of the house, and I think this is the last delivery for today. Should have everything for tomorrow.
So say boss. I was gonna say, is she in right now?
No, she probably said she probably went out for a smoke, take a short break.
Cynthia will just say, "Oh no, she had to step out. Just had to step out for a minute. I can write the order in though if you need me to sign anything."
It's quite all right. You're new here. I've never seen you before. I tend to remember people.
Yeah, Cynthia. I just saw the volunteer recently.
Wilson, as he'll sort of shake your hand. I'm glad to see more young people in here doing good service.
Just doing my part.
If only more people thought like you. Be a much better neighborhood. But every little bit counts.
She'll just nod at that as, yeah, she'll get to starting to putting the stuff, the perishables away.
Yeah, he'll wish you good luck and he'll take his leave. As eventually the...
What a nice man. What an upstanding businessman supporting his community.
Yeah, listen, don't forget where you grew up.
He is a actual classy bourgeois. Like the price. I forgot the fucking word for it. Traditional builder.
Eventually, sort of like the head chef, I don't know what to fucking call her. The lady in charge, as she walks back in and says, Mr. Fisk already stopped by, see?
Oh yeah, said it was the last delivery for the day.
Yes, we'll have to put these away and have them ready for tomorrow morning's shift.
All right.
Sort of put them in the freezer, pack them, and finish cleaning things up, leaving it nice and shiny for the people tomorrow. And I'll say this, now, Cynthia, I don't think you have a reference point, but working in this cantina, maybe thought it would have been like dirtier, maybe, or like poorly stocked. But all the people here.
I don't really have a reference point, but I will say she probably would have overheard, like back in Detroit, her dad would have complained a lot about how things tend to break down, they don't get replaced, there's never enough funds around.
It seems that this place, like, it's not luxurious, but it is functional, and weirdly enough, seems to maintain health codes. Like, people are behaving professionally around here.
Honestly, yes, and they would maybe be a little surprised. I mean, again, the only frame of reference she has is the things her father complained about. But again, New York's a richer place than Detroit, so maybe there's just more money to go around.
Maybe. But well, I'll say that Hell's Kitchen does look like actual dog shit. So it's like it's not as dog shit as Detroit, but like,
Yeah, it's a gradient.
It's a weird contrast inside
and
here
also
from the outside.
This guy looked like he was pretty well off, and looks like he was supporting this place.
Yes. That was my question is, would you have like struck up conversation with people around here about certain topics?
Yeah, honestly, she would. Yeah, because honestly, yeah, it's like she would want to know about like the actual organizational part that goes into running a place like this. So she would like talk with like a few of the other people around, yeah.
This is one of the there's like another one or two like cantinas like this that sort of serve the poor across Hell's Kitchen, and they're all sort of like maintained by the same NGO, and well, they have decent funding. They can supply people with a lot of food, and some of them give out. They have like affiliates who handle shelter and other basic necessities like clothing. They sort of take donations. They like redistribute them. They also take in sort of broken stuff, refurbish them, and it seems like there's a large cycle in place here for sort of taking in broken things, refurbishing them, and handing them out for cheap or sometimes for free.
Well, that's actually mystifying to Cynthia, because again, based on what her father said, that just didn't happen in Detroit. Stuff got broken and just you.
It's a rather complex chain. Like there's multiple organizations working together weirdly well and synchronized.
Yeah, honestly, for what it's worth, yeah, she's pretty impressed because again, she would bring up the fact that she grew up in Detroit, and in Detroit, yeah, the situation, things broke and they didn't get replaced. Things just seemed to keep getting worse, no matter what people were doing.
A lot of people will remark that there are like clearly areas in Hell's Kitchen which is like actually fucked. And especially it seems like sort of buildings and building maintenance is like a fucking huge issue. A lot of these things are like fucking standing to fall. The apartments haven't been like looked at in a long time. There's seemingly no money. Landlords are being assholes. It's quite problematic from a lot of perspectives. There's also seems to be a large drug problem. A lot of people are falling into like drug usage and well becoming addicts and well increasing the sort of crime that happens in this area. So there are a lot of problems. Like weapons smuggling seems to be like another issue. There's like a lot of armed violence as well. And the police is just clearly corrupt and doesn't give a fuck, and just like either doesn't intervene or arrives suspiciously late.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they bring up fucking Cynthia will crack the joke. My father was head of the head of one of the city's unions. He had a few things to say about the police. But maybe somewhat naively, she will just kind of also just like shrug and say, "Oh, my father also said no problem's actually unfixable. Just got to start small." And looks like, well, we've all started small here.
Well, he can give you an ego roll, I'll be honest. Like you may like talk a lot, maybe offer some words of encouragement. Yeah, like people are not like despairing, at least not the people like working in these places. They're definitely much more of the, well, I'll try and do something, right? You get the general idea that people are either apathetic or just they've tried and failed, and now either are dealing with repercussions due to the insane levels of corruptions. A lot of people have learned that it's better to keep your head down than try to like do anything about it, because at the very least you might get unnoticed.
Yeah, honestly, Cynthia's sympathetic to that point of view. In a way, her father did keep trying up until it killed him.
You know what? Because you rolled a 12, would have heard that, well, this Fist guy, seems to be involved with a lot of these things. And not just like donating money, like actually boots on the ground. They like see him regularly coming into these places. One of your colleagues was actually said like, yeah, one night he actually like took in shift because someone had an emergency, and he was washing dishes for like an entire night.
Unironically, Grunt, this is honestly not so far outside the realm of capabilities, because there are some stories of like Al Capone actually working in soup kitchens.
Yeah, like especially like sorry, I'll explain, Chad.
Like, it is unironic when you say most criminals tend not to shit where they grew
Yes.
up. That is unfortunately that doesn't exist in the modern world, but they used to be a very common thing.
I'm basing this again on people I knew.
But yeah, no, unironically, Al Capone was well loved by most of the people of Chicago because he did do literally this.
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, that maybe plants an idea in Cynthia's head. Because he's supporting all these organizations, but it does sound like they're all still like operating separately. Maybe if there was some collaboration between these different groups, share pooling of resources.
No, like
do a lot more.
I'll say that, Cynthia, you're smart enough to realize like there's no way these NGOs synchronize so well with one another if they're not like. It almost seems like they're the same entity, but they're like just wearing different faces. They're well in sync. It's like an actual fucking supply chain thing established here. It's just
Okay, all right. Honestly, I think at that point Cynthia gets it a bit. Listen. It's Cynthia's honestly seems to be doing good work, so
yeah.
listen, she would hear her dad say sometimes. Fucking sometimes criminals aren't the worst crooks you can work with.
True. Even if he's a criminal, you doubt he's like a high-ranking one. Because like a high-ranking one probably wouldn't like spend so much time doing this. As I stare at the camera.
As I stare at the camera.
Yeah.
Listen, even listen. Cynthia doesn't know if he's a criminal, even if he is. He seems to be genuinely helping people at the same time. There's bigger problems to worry about.
Everyone who's pointed out, he tends to be rather polite, well-spoken, well-mannered. Yeah, well, your day. What about the other two? How would you be spending your time maybe after classes?
Tatiana's probably doing something simple, taking photos. I presume that's what she went to school for and everything like that. I really haven't much in the way of a list of things to do for her.
Is Claire into anything specific other than school stuff?
No, she's a bit of a bookworm. She likes to read and stuff, but nothing, no exciting project like Cynthia's doing comes to mind.
As you'll probably meet back up as it's getting late. Not sure, Cynthia, if you want to talk with people about things you've learned last several hours.
Yeah, no, I mean, she would bring it up. The fact that, yeah, she's basically, she'd bring up the fact that it seems like a lot of the NGOs and charitable works in the area are seemingly operating and being, very least, they're being backed by this one guy.
Yeah, that's good, right? Oh.
Yeah, she'll shrug. I'll be honest. Again, sometimes back in Detroit, I'd overhear my dad talking about things. Sometimes sometimes union politics got involved with bad people. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know anything about him. It's just kind of a vibe.
Do you think we should keep an eye on it?
I'll be honest, even if he is involved in crime, I don't think he's the type of person we should be focusing on, because, well, because sounds like the Trinity is a lot worse than him. Again, that's even if he is. Like I said, it's all just kind of vibes right now.
Oh, I got you on that part.
But I will also mention, though, I mean, if you guys want to volunteer, it's more ways to help people than just punching them.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, there's.
I do want to point out that you also, from what you talked to a lot of people, there seems to be 3 big main issues in Hell's Kitchen right now. Real estate development, like the housing maintenance and landlords and that kind of shit. Drugs, like an epidemic drug problem, and the alarmingly high amount of illegal guns floating about, leading to armed crimes.
Yeah, Cynthia will bring those up. And she'll say, now, at the risk of sounding like a wet towel, at least one of these problems can't be solved by going out at night and, like, punching people. I don't think we can punch real estate developers. At least I don't think that will work.
We could try, but I get what you're saying.
Now, the illegal gun things, gonna be honest, based on the sounds of it, yeah, working with Eddie and the lawyers we talked to, that's something that, yeah, we can probably, at least on our end, do the punching. But yeah, not really sure how well punching's gonna solve the other two. Again, I'm sounding dangerously clear right now.
No,
You are. I'm impressed.
I'm actually pretty impressed. Yeah, I mean, no.
Yeah.
Systemic issues cannot be solved by punching. Past presidents tried to shoot poverty away; it did not work. I don't think fists will work where guns failed.
Well, what do you think, smart people? What should we do then? Outside of the punching for the gun thing, of course.
I'm gonna be honest. Even the gun thing, punching will not work. Even if you take down one.
Listen, that's why we gotta work with the lawyers that, like, Eddie brought in. It's a kind of like a 1-2 punch. You gotta break up the gangs, but you also gotta break up the corruption that lets those gangs just operate.
Really gotta make sure we keep an eye on those guys, because we don't want anyone going after them or them getting hurt. Right now, it's still too early,
Yeah.
but still.
Now, as for the real estate thing, well, okay, I'll be honest. My father tried it, and he also kind of didn't succeed, because it turns out this shit's really hard.
Mm.
But you kind of gotta get people on your side for that shit to work. And as my father would sometimes, I'd overhear him bitterly complain, it's really hard to make people give a shit.
Yeah, apathy, and it's very common in distant areas. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't hurt to try at the very least. We can start. Not sure we want to wait until we got the gun thing. But we can start trying to build up rapport. Maybe get into the local community thing like you're doing.
I mean, honestly, it'd be a lot easier to, like, interact with the community, get people riled up, help get people organized if, like, they knew us, and, like, I mean, actually knew us. And getting out there and helping in charity is, well, it could be boring, but it's a good first step.
I'm surprised if you didn't feel that, talking to people is, I think, people do tend to talk when they're at the soup kitchen? Do they know people?
Okay, it's decided then. We all should at least choose one charity thing to do, right? Get our faces out there helping people out and stuff, not just superhero stuff. Agreed?
Next level not along with that, yeah.
Awesome. I like this nice little powwow talking about doing real fixing stuff thing. It's a good look on you guys.
Hey, listen, my dad always believed things could get better. He always believed if people came together and worked hard enough, they could improve things. He believed it up till the day he died. So yeah, I should probably try giving it a shot too.
Damn right.
Unless you want to check in with any of your friends around here.
How is Wanda and Jack doing right now? I know he's supposed to have a conversation with her.
Of course you're asking that, right? You little romance goblin.
Dad's waited so long. Don't do this to me.
I mean, you can been like busy at school and with like school stuff. You can check either of their rooms / apartments.
Yes, of course I would do that. Checking in on my good friend
Go
Wanda.
unannounced. You should go unannounced.
I can
You
teleport.
can do that, yes. Now the real question is which apartment whose apartment are you gonna check in first?
I think she would do it for Wanda because I assume it's something she's done enough times that it'll be second nature to her. So she wouldn't even be like, "Oh, that's a odd thing." Like, no, Jack, she would have knocked on the door. Wanda, she teleports in because she's done it all the time.
Well, you actually teleport in.
Yeah, she does it all the time with Wanda. It's in history lore now. Probably with some good news about some changes we're gonna be making. Hey, Wanda, want to hear your thoughts?
As you see them back, no, it's empty.
I was about to say you teleported. You see this?
Nah, it's empty. It's surprisingly empty.
What is she at school? Goodness.
At like 9 p.m.
That's why she's just like, nah, that's not what happened. Is Pietro around, or does she have to go to? She would like, hey, where's Wanda?
You
She
would
can
have
find
like
Pietro.
I assume you teleported in the living room or something. But like Pietro is in his bedroom.
Yeah, she knock on his door.
And, like open like hey Tatiana.
Hey, have you seen Wanda at all? She's not in her room.
Yeah, no, I think she said she's gonna visit Jack. Why?
When did she say that?
At school today.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, tell her whenever you see her that I wanted to do a quick chat with her. I hope things worked out. Okay,
He like
sweet.
starts
Thanks,
looking
Pietro.
concerned.
No. It's fine, Pietro.
Are you sure? Cause like if you don't know and she didn't.
Yep.
Jack?
What do you mean? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but he is your friend. I guess I won't say anything mean.
It's all right, Pietro. You're also my friend. So what you got?
Mean. I don't know. He
Has a lot of issues.
Yeah, and I don't think To be honest, I'm like I know he's been through a lot, but not what I would call like
Stable?
good boyfriend material, I guess.
Mm. You bring up a good point. I don't really think Wanda cares about that right now.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. Fine, I'll be here when he breaks her heart.
I hope not. I'll have to be there to break his legs when that happens then.
He like looks
God, I
a
hope
bit
not.
relieved at that reaction. Like, okay, do that.
Listen, I don't want to be rude, but I can always knock on his door, but I want to give him space if whether things go good or not.
This is kind of late, and
So?
she does have classes tomorrow.
He does. So, in the
You
interest
should
of
knock at his door.
actually, is that PHO saying that or Grunt?
No, that's him saying it.
I mean, it is always Grunt saying it, but he's saying it through a character.
Putting on a mask.
Listen, I was going to be a responsible one here, but you're pushing you're breaking my arm right here, Pedro. And she's
Oh
gonna
no,
walk out.
you're so being forced. Yes, tell them that excuse.
Exactly. Concerned brother. I have to make sure it's everything all right. She's gonna go to the door, knock on Jack's door.
Have to knock louder though.
Yeah, she is.
Put in.
They're a bit busy.
Put in.
They're busy at the moment.
Jack is too lively.
Teleport at you.
Jack is too lively at me. I don't want to get zapped.
Eventually, you'll the door will unlock as Jack opens the door. Hey,
Hey.
how
Sorry.
are you?
I'm Peachy, actually doing great, actually. Came to check on you, hope things are doing all right. You know,
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't it be all right?
exactly. I just want to make sure you're all right. I was a little worried about you, and the last conversation we had was a bit tense, but I just want to make sure you're cool and all right, because, you're my friend, and I care about you.
Well, I talked with her yesterday, and we hashed some things out, I guess.
That's great. That's great. Oh, speaking of, have you seen Wanda? I went to her room, but she's not there.
Well, I think she went to the store. Yeah, said she wanted to
At
get
9
some like ice cream.
At 9 p.m., she wanted to get ice cream. That could be
Oh
a thing.
no, she left a while ago. I don't know.
A while ago. That's concerning. I should go look for her then and make sure she's all right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll an ego right now, Grunt, just to see if he's dodging this or
Can't
is
roll
he's
ego. You have to roll me vigilance, right? You can't.
I'm so
decide
sorry, you're
what
right.
stat you want to roll.
I apologize. I don't know why I got. You're right, completely.
Or
Sorry.
logic, whichever. Oh my fuck.
Marvel die. It's a Marvel. It's a Marvel die.
Oh.
You see, you can see the clove. You can see Wanda's clothing in the back. Throwing a bounce.
Then hear the window in the living room being like open.
Well, I'll leave you to it, Jack. See you in the morning. Be careful and all that good stuff. Always
Yeah,
be responsible. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what?
Bye.
Use protection. Drop a condom.
This is not one of the other floors, whatever.
Close the door, looking very confused.
You ruined the mood.
Listen, I'm gonna go check in the living room. Maybe it's not what she thinks, but she's gonna go check in the living
Unless
room.
Wanda was spying and stalking him. This could also be true.
Where are you gonna check next?
She said there was a window opening in the living room, right?
Well, that was in his apartment, right? You were in the. You
Oh!
didn't even walk in.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Now you could
Well-
go outside comedically and like watch this happening.
Teleport
She couldn't-
outside. Teleport outside. See her in a fucking bra.
I can't teleport outside. That's gonna give me away. But can I peek out the window and see if I notice anything?
Or like the building's staircase.
I gotcha.
Every one of you has separate apartments in one building block.
Forgot how rich we are. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into Wanda's room, Grunt.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, you wait there for like 10 minutes as the door opens. And you see her walking and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Hey, I'm sorry I missed you. I just wanted to chat for a while. Did you get your
Yeah.
ice cream?
No, they ran out.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to give you an opening here. Either I can start asking questions, you can dodge them and be awkward about the whole thing, or we can have an honest conversation about what's been going on, or we can just pretend otherwise and I can find out later.
You are snooping around, aren't you?
I wasn't snooping around. I was
You
checking
were
up on my
snooping.
friend.
No, you were
I
snooping.
wasn't. I wasn't. Look. You can't just turn on this against me. I can't go check on my friend Wanda, who wasn't in her room.
Did you
I asked her
teleport?
brother.
Did you teleport in the room here?
I do that all the time. You can't get mad at me about that. I don't.
So you
Come
were
on, Wanda.
snooping. Did you go and talk to? Did you ask my brother? Did you like give him away to me?
Or you want to talk about where you were at, really, or you were trying to turn this against me so I forget the conversation we're about to have right now?
It sounds like I'm being accused. I don't like being accused. I've done nothing wrong. So like I'm sit
Of course you've
next to you
not
on the
done.
couch.
You've done nothing wrong. You're an innocent babe in this whole thing.
Yes.
But as your friend, I would like to know the details to ensure that you are okay and things. You don't even have to tell me everything. How did it go? How did the conversation go?
It was fine. Everything went fine.
Are we happy about the conversation?
Yes.
Good. Should I also make sure to not teleport in your room anymore?
Kind of
For
like leans
many
in very
different
close.
reasons?
I'm gonna.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, just in the apartment. Not that kind of cruel.
Good, good, good. Well, at the very least, if you ever hurt your feelings, let me know. I'll beat them up for you. I'm happy for you, Wanda.
Sort of like chuckles a bit. Listen, it's complicated with him.
It is. Jack's been through a lot, and it doesn't just go away with a couple of good days.
I finally understood why he does the meditation.
Well, we do intentionally go out our way to annoy him, but
He
I
tells
assume
me
there's a
he
lot more
never
to it.
sleeps, or at least as little as possible. He just kind of goes into that trance-like state. And I asked him why, and he told me he can't sleep because of the nightmares.
Yeah.
It's,
Jack doesn't really.
Yeah, it's a. It's a. Oh, hi. I thought Bobby had issues.
We all have our brand of issues, some worse than others, but Jack doesn't really talk about his. I don't know what to do to help him. I want to do everything I can. We all want to do everything we can, but
Oh,
it is
you
a complicated situation.
gotten to open him up, so that's like something.
That's good. I want to be happy. Everyone should be. We've all been through a lot of crazy crap.
Yeah.
But are you okay with this relationship? I'm being honest. It's a lot to put on your shoulders.
Eve, are we in a relationship? Like, I only
Do
like,
you want to be in a relationship?
like him a lot, but I feel like maybe I don't know him though. I want to get to know him.
Well, then maybe that's all it's gonna take. All it's gonna be just getting to know each other. So you don't have to go too quick, and that's me saying it. You can take your time. Don't have to rush it. And if it doesn't work out, we'll still love both of you.
I would never rush anything or do anything like aggressive. No.
The raised eyebrow.
Is what I do.
Wanda, you don't have to lie to me. I know you buy in and out. It's okay.
She sort of blinks a couple of times and says, "You really want to know?"
Yes.
Well, we fucked.
Thank goodness I didn't teleport in the room. Okay.
That would
Well?
have been awkward. Listen, although he can like do that miss thing, so I think that like save us in a couple of.
I think he would have lighted my ass, is what he would have done. I'm very frail, Wanda. I would have made that.
True. Did you get like kicked in the head once and like kind of collapsed?
I'm a delicate angel. I need to be carried and
You're
pampered.
like
That's
a-
what I need.
You're like a pigeon more like than an angel.
Ah, look at me. I'm withering away.
Fly everywhere, tend to shit on people. They least expect it.
Yes, I'm a menace to society, I know.
You
What a
are.
beautiful one. Beautiful one.
I think
What
that
was
only.
that?
I think. Listen. I think that was gonna only sort of compensate for Eddie. I don't think the rest of people will care.
Listen, I'll keep working until it starts working. For now, my good licks will get me out of the situation. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Like that one time when you got stabbed. That second time when you got kicked in the head.
Hey, who hasn't been stabbed, shot at, kicked in the head, knocked out? It happens,
me.
you know? Yeah, but you have like extra shit. That's not the same.
I don't know. Seems to be working for me. I'm just saying, for someone who can teleport, you should get caught quite often.
Listen, I trained with sides to defend my body. It's not really working out, but I'll get there eventually.
I should tell her that. I should tell that she's a crappy teacher.
Don't tell her that. She'll make me do laps or something like that, and I don't want to do laps.
Probably cheat at those as well.
Listen, if I blink quickly enough, she doesn't notice. It's fine. But I think she also gives me pity points, so there's that. Regardless, whatever you and Jack are doing, I won't poke my nose if you don't want to poke my nose.
You can poke your nose. I'm gonna be open with you. I'm just I'm not sure how weird you find this situation.
I honestly would just rather you both be happy, whatever that takes, whatever form that takes. That's all I want. Just all my friends to be happy.
Just sort of smiles and nods.
So, outside of that,
Does he really think a demon will kill me? Because he told me that.
yeah, he really thinks the demon's gonna kill his loved ones, and I don't see. It's understandable why he does. The demon did dump him in a horrible place. He said, "Haha, one last fuck you." Listen, I plan to reach out to Agatha if I can, see if she can give me some pointers. Do I have Agatha's phone number actually, Grunt? Do I have a way to even reach out to this
no.
woman? God damn it, Agatha. Listen, we'll figure something out at the very least.
Wanda will
Maybe
say,
Agatha will just.
well, I have Agatha's number.
How come you have Agatha's number?
I don't know. I asked for it.
Damn it, Agatha.
Fucking now. Red, maybe if you brought that up in the moment, you could have also asked for her number. But it was in a
That's-
flashback.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, we can reach out to Agatha, see if we can come up with a solution.
I would rather kill myself.
I can call Agatha and figure out a solution.
Can we like go to Tibet and try to find the secret wizard rather than call her?
Listen, I can teleport all the way around Tibet, but I can do that. I don't think you. Well, maybe.
Hmm.
No. Listen, I know she has her things, but think about how Jack said it.
Just
Use her
saying,
until you
like,
don't need
the
her.
Blackbird is like 6 hours drive away.
Wanda, we can't steal the Blackbird to go to Tibet, look around and hopefully get lucky.
I think you.
What do they have,
I think what you're saying is that we could do that. It's just that
We
when
could
people
do that.
catch us, they'll be upset at us.
Absolutely. But also, like, what do they have, like, magical shielding? What if we spend, like, hours out there fighting nothing and then we come back empty-handed?
Oh, that's why we trained with Agatha to be able to like notice if they have magical shielding. If they have magical shielding, we find nothing, and it's just like a well, like what, a 2-day trip? How long is that?
You have a good point. And look, I've been trained to use the Blackbird. We can definitely do that. And if nothing else, I'm sure the professor will under. Oh God, we gotta make sure. Okay, we gotta figure out a lie, a plan, and to make sure no one asks too many questions.
Listen, I think I can convince a couple of people. Need to not tell Scott anything.
Answer's low. I don't tell Scott anything.
Problem is, I think you can convince Cynthia easily. How are you gonna convince Claire not to?
Guilt and Bobby eyes, actually. Honestly, maybe Scott will be the one to convince her. He usually is very chill about helping out the team, you know?
That's true. We can, if we phrase this to Scott as like a therapeutic thing, it's gonna say yes.
Help with team cohesion. Actually,
Yeah.
dealing with something that could be a problem later on.
Listen. I know he has this whole big spiel about like us, like fixing the neighborhood, but like, who's gonna miss us for like 3 days? Come on.
Look, worst comes to worst, we can split it so we're not all there, you know? Some of us are here and some of us, like, that's why we did the rotations in the first place.
You're so smart. Yes, yes.
I know. Genius level. Let's do this. Let's do this. And she shakes her hand.
Scott gonna get the knock on his door. Now the real question is, Claire, where are you?
Like Mephisto is going to be in the back of the plane cutting the fucking wires.
Honestly, right now she's probably in the apartment because she
Are you the problem is, Claire? Are you in your apartment or would you be in Scott's apartment?
well naturally Scott's apartment.
That's why I'm asking. Your decision.
Yeah, she probably in Scott's.
Ravenbolt.
Yeah, I'd say yes. She'd be in Scott's, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, you just kind of hear a knock at the door. Scott's okay, I'll get that. He gets up and kind of walks, and you see Playground from the living room. You can see the door opening as you see Wanda and Tatiana. As you will see, Tatiana, that Claire is in fact on the couch.
This can still work. As she smiles happily. Scott! Claire, hey guys. I wanted to have a quick chat with you. Just gonna run down a couple ideas that we've been having.
Sure, come in.
Awesome. Lovely place you have.
Okay, I feel like they're about to ask us for something.
Yeah. It's okay. So guys? What's the plan?
Listen, hear us out. But Claire, as you know, Jack mentioned that he's having a big fear with the whole demon thing. And we were wondering if we can find some assistance to help deal with that demon thing. And we can do that by going to Tibet and also stealing the Blackbird to do it.
You know Tibet's a military no-fly zone.
Do I know that? Do we know that, Wanda?
I mean, isn't the Blackbird like a super secret plane though? That can like infiltrate places? I'm pretty sure I read it on the spec somewhere.
And we all don't have to go, just some of us. So some of us are here dealing with the situation city. We're also dealing with the situation and hopefully finding Tibet. And like I said, we're just gonna look around so you can find this teacher of his.
Scott's like, what do you hope to accomplish? Let's say you can even find him. Like, what's the goal?
Oh, to find someone to help deal with a possible demon that Jack's worried about. Maybe
I
for a form of
think-
protection or to
Didn't they
reassure him.
already know that? They saved him. They taught him. Wouldn't
If they didn't kill the demon back then because I think they already either they did what they could or clearly they had no interest in helping him further.
Do you think Jack told him about the demon?
I feel like picking him up half dead in the snow is enough.
Wonder what are we gonna do? The plan's failing right now.
One that just says, I don't want to play this card, but I'll do this on my own if I.
with me with her as she kind of like tries to.
Claire actually sighs, look at Scott.
Okay.
This is a bad idea, but I think we should
horrible
maybe
idea.
go. This is a
Logan might actually kill us. I don't know.
Listen, Scott. Like I said, not all of us needs to go. It could be a small team just doing a search and seeing if we can find anything and hopefully getting some more information.
just wandering around Tibet. Do you even know to find the hidden monastery? Do you know to land in the mountains and
I mean, if I've landed the Blackbird once or twice in like weird slopes.
also the stealth cable you'll be useless once you get above. This is a horrible idea, but listen, Scott, let's plan the mission.
You know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna talk to these naysayers anymore. She gets up and starts walking away. Drags you on,
Juan.
Tatiana.
Bye.
Shuts the door after them. Scott's like, I have to tell the professor about this. They need to secure the Blackbird. Let me just, I'll give him a phone call.
Yeah, the fucking military will fucking shut them down. Holy shit. Or fucking starvation.
Scott will in fact call up Charles at 10 p.m. Tell him to send Logan and secure the Blackbird now. Get the fuel out of the thing. As
Mephisto is at the back of the Blackbird right now, sabotaging the engines as we speak.
You see, Mephisto's actually not sabotaging. He's repairing the engines. He will help you. Yes, fly to China.
That's all right. He's putting fuel back in the engines. Logan's looking like, what the fuck? I emptied it.
On the other way, going to the Chinese Defense Ministry. The Americans are going to infiltrate Tibet. Get the Air Force ready.
one that's like, I'm upset.
Well, it's kind of their job to make sure we don't do anything too crazy. Honestly, I wouldn't have made it so far in my adult life without Claire, so, I gotta give them some slack.
Well, you know me, Tatiana. Do you think by saying no to me, I will do something less crazy or more crazy?
Oh, Wanda, don't ask me silly questions.
So, are you? Join me in a little scheme now. Let's get people
Of
who are
course.
actually on board, not these two squares.
We can definitely rope in Pietro. That's already given. If we can talk to Cynthia without Anna, we can probably get her in there too, and maybe Anna will come along to make sure she doesn't die.
Yeah. Start knocking on places. You know what? Cynthia, you get to knock at the door.
Now, definitely for Red's idea of talking to Cynthia without Anne, they do share an apartment.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, that's god damn it. She's hoping she's not there, but damn it.
Well, Anna is gonna be like much less attentive to like your conversations at the door compared to Claire, though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You just open the door, Cynthia. It's like 10 p.m. as you see Wanda and Tatiana.
Hey, Cynthia. Quick question.
What's the scheme?
So we want to go to Tibet to find Jack's old monk people to hopefully find a way to help him deal with his demon thing.
You need somebody who's not going to be like exhausted to drive the pilot the Blackbird.
Yes. I can pilot it, but I also can't do it all, well, however long we're going to be out there searching. And it'd be cool. Visit Tibet, see the wonderful mountains.
You're going to do it regardless of if I say no or not, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Anna, you want to go to Tibet?
Where to now?
You want to go to Tibet to like talk to like Jack's like old teacher and find out about a demon?
Isn't like Scott and Claire gonna be super upset at this? And isn't it like super stupid though?
Did that stop you last time?
Fair point. Plus, as she like puts down the book, I'm afraid to leave these two alone as is.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Like, I can stay up for like 48 hours so I can actually pilot the Blackbird. It's 10 p.m. These guys are going to fall asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. Let me just get my things.
They know we can hear them, right?
I don't mind.
Well, I'm speaking English for a reason.
I'm gonna nod. This is working out. This is working out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know for a fact that it doesn't take any convincing to get Bobby on board. Or Jean, for
yes.
that matter.
Oh, lovely.
And... You know, the question is one of like, should we ask Sai as well? She's always so serious, but like, she's not... She's never a snitch, though.
Honestly, if we tell Sai this is about finding information about an unknown enemy, I think we could swing it.
Good point. Good point.
You know what? It's not that hard to convince Sai. I'll be honest. She's gonna be concerned about the fact that you're cutting out Scott and Claire, not because they will be upset, but because they'll like find out eventually. Like, this is not a very good ruse. As the one that sort of solve you as you sneak out one by fucking one out of the building like the fucking gremlins you are.
Immediately.
Yeah, you all sort of gather nearby as one that says, and now for the bait and switch, the coup de grace. Pulls out a cell phone, the bulky ass shit. Starts dialing. As it rings for a couple of times, as so you hear someone answering the other end. It says, "Hey, Victor. Yeah. I'm gonna need a favor. No, Dad shouldn't know about this. No, do not tell him, please. Thank you. I need to get to Tibet with my friends. Yes, like right now. Oh, I suppose we can... Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. And remember, do not tell Dad, please. Thank you. Bye. Close the thing. As yeah, no, everyone has like a what the fuck moment.
You just have his phone number?
I have stole it from my dad. As like Pietro has his eyes fucking wide as shit.
Just lean over to Tatiana and I'll whisper to her, save that for blackmail later.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Listen. He works with Dad on a lot of jobs, and I mean, I thought he provided a lot of the fancy gadgets and stuff we use. So I thought it might just be useful, you know, cut out the middleman.
Absolutely. So what's he sending then?
Well, he says he has another prototype he wants to test, but well, it can't actually teleport. So take a bit of time.
How long is a bit of time?
Moment.
So we are just standing out here in the street right now. And Claire Scott's window is right there.
He says he can be here by morning.
Okay.
Grant, how long is it till morning?
10 hours.
Why did we sneak out then?
Because I wanted to see if all of you would come. I honestly didn't think like everyone would come. Plus, I thought it would be like faster. I don't know. Well, strategy session over. Let's go back inside and
Okay, everyone sneak back in.
Meanwhile, Grunt, Claire has an idea actually how to stop this.
amaze me.
Well, so Scott's calling the professor. She wants to go to Jack's apartment.
Yeah. We'll head over to Jack's. He'll knock a couple of times. He'll sort of open up. There. What's up?
Hey, Jack, I need your help.
What? With what?
Wanda and Tiana have a brilliant idea. They want to get to Tibet to get your old teacher. Now, me and Scott told him that that's not a very wise idea.
Why would they want to do that?
To
Oh, fuck.
yeah. Now they didn't listen to us, but Wanda might listen to you.
This was a mistake.
Listen. They want to help you. Listen, Jack. This isn't the first. This
No,
isn't the
no,
first
no,
time
no.
this
Shut the
happened.
fuck up. I listened to you. I talked with her, and look what this shit got us. Because now she knows about the demon. And what the fuck do you think is gonna happen if I stop her now? She's gonna just try that shit tomorrow. Or like the day after tomorrow. She's never gonna fucking stop. Oh my fuck. I can't believe. Oh. Should have never fucking told her anything. Oh.
Okay. Listen, Jack. She'll listen to you. I have a feeling.
Yeah, well, it's a dumb fucking feeling. Where the fuck are they? He's gonna like.
No.
Start, like,
Claire will
going,
start
like-
looking around.
It's like knock at the door, and there's no answer. And she's like, "Well, it's too late. They're already left."
I don't
Fucking.
think we already called the professor. They can't get to the Blanche. The Blanche will probably be
I know Wanda for like a couple of months, and somehow I know her better than you. You think she wouldn't have some fucking other harebrained scheme idea? The moment you tell her no, you know she's just gonna do something even more reckless. I should have never listened to all of you. Fucking, like, start heading like downstairs to like leave the buildings or search the area. I'm not sure if you follow him or not.
Yeah, no, definitely follow him.
As you walk outside and you see comedically everyone's making their way back.
Oh, hi guys. Lovely night.
Fucking high me.
I'm sorry. Good evening then.
This is what happens when I tell people my fucking personal issues. You know what? Maybe you should make a fucking poster, hang it on the fucking building.
Whoa. What's all the hostility coming from?
He looks towards you, Claire. Looks back at you, Tatiana. Do I have to spell it out? You're gonna like make me like.
Listen,
drag me
Jack.
through this?
We weren't trying to cause you any problems. We were trying to help.
You help. I don't need help. One that's just gonna like fucking smack him across the head. Like, no, dumbass, you do. Of course you do. Look at you. Look how you're reacting at this. People try and help you, you're about to lose your shit. No, you clearly need help. If anything, this proves it. She's getting even more annoyed now. As
Listen,
he like Pietro's just kind of like getting closer, ready to like tackle Jack. There's like this weird tension in the air.
whoa, okay, hold up. Guys, we can talk about this. Listen, Jack, you're right. We jumped the gun here. We weren't intending to cause you any alarm. We just wanted to find a solution to the problem. That's all. We should have talked to you first. We didn't. It was a dumb idea. You can blame me on that one. It was on my fault, okay? It wasn't Wanda, it was me. That's me,
Blame
okay?
you because you talked me into this fucking stupid.
Talk to you to what? Talking about your feelings?
Yes.
The things you're going through?
Yes.
Get some support? Well, Jack, sorry. That's the thing what happens when you have family. I don't know what to tell you. We look out for each other, okay? We would have helped you regardless. So, sorry. We didn't handle it well. But I wouldn't change the fact that we would have done it anyway to help you out, because you're our fucking friend.
Can't give me an ego roll.
Oh, dear God.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, another Marvel die, baby.
Holy shit.
It's all working out. It's all working.
A second Marvel die has hit the jack.
This is all scripted, Grunt. This is all scripted. I was working.
Red, how does it feel? This is what Emon did to fucking Cedric like 12 times.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help my friend out here.
Sort of like clenches his fist just.
Listen, we can find another solution that doesn't cause us to steal a Blackbird if we have to, okay?
What?
It's not happening. It's fine. But, like I said, we can find another solution because we want to find a solution here. We can talk to Agatha. We can do some magic crap, whatever. We're gonna help you.
I'll be honest, guys. Agatha's not a good fucking team.
Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious. Which is why we wanted this option instead.
I think Agatha was selected because there's not many other teachers available. Yeah, that's just yeah.
Cynthia, that's actually gonna struggle. Like, listen, like, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Option. I don't really know a whole lot of options, but like, we should look into this, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe this, maybe Tatiana's right. Maybe jumping Blackbird immediately to fly to Tibet was not the optimal solution. But like,
idea, in fact. But Jack, do you have any way to contact your priest potentially, or even know how to get there? Because
Plus, the guys were fucking. They can't do shit. Do you think they taught me magic? It's just kind of like they helped me. That's fair. They didn't let me to die, but I said I needed a way to deal with this, and they told me to fucking figure this shit out on my own. And
they refused help.
He was an asshole. Okay, the old man was a fucking asshole. Had some good points, but he was a fucking asshole, and I don't think he's gonna change your mind just because there's more of us now. Though I guess. Tatiana, Wanda, feel free to listen. You know what? Why don't we take a family trip there and we just can enjoy the nice freezing fucking mountains? And I'm sure he'll listen to you. He won't just tell you no and then, well, what are you gonna say?
Listen, then? Jack, freezing rain, cranky old people, and yeah, like. Cynthia's right. We tried. We're not just gonna leave you hanging here in this fucking limbo of misery.
That's kind of the thing, Jack. When you let people into your life and they let you into yours, they're gonna try to help you. It's not always. Sometimes they're gonna make mistakes. Sometimes they're gonna jump the gun. But they're gonna try to help you when they think you need help.
As one that will say, Jack, don't want to sleep because you're afraid. It's not okay. She's just gonna like kind of put one hand on his shoulder. Let's at least see if we can find someone else other than Agatha that knows more about this mystical shit.
I think that's the far wiser course of action.
It's like, yeah, he'll nod and relent.
Yeah, I'll tell you what she said. Tatiana, remember, Jack also cares about you. The reason he was scared is because he was also worried about you dying, freezing in the Tibetan mountain, or worst case scenario, getting shot down by the military.
At this point, comedically, Cynthia will say, "So, should we call Werner and tell him that, like, we don't need the flight?"
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm still doing that.
Wanda's like, Wanda. I mean, listen, I still would like to have a second Blackbird.
Where are we gonna put it though?
I mean, he just needs us to test it, right? So I imagine it's just going to go back to that area.
Yeah.
But like, if we need to, but like, you never test something just once, right? Make
That's a good point, Cynthia. It's a good point.
Does he
I
have
mean-
infinite? Does this Victor also have infinite money?
Have you met the professor? I
I
assume
think
so.
he's engaging in a well-honed government practice called embezzlement and graft.
Still, it's pretty impressive embezzling a military experimental aircraft. A second one, like I mean, that's not the most common type. And the problem is, unlike with cash, military aircraft
Jack's
are
gonna like
noticeable.
turn around and start walking back inside, as Bob is just gonna say, "Yeah, Wanda, you should go and console him, like right now, like fucking shoves
Yes.
her."
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I also put for Wanda. Wanda, I think this is a way better way of helping him than to fly into bed.
Fine.
Talking is sometimes better than action.
Now let's not get ahead of ours. Although after him.
Wanda, I think. Actually, no, she'll say to the others. Okay, I think this all went out for the better. I think, honestly.
It would have been nice to fly a second Blackbird, though.
Okay, first of all, Blackbird still exists. Now, Werner still needs to test it.
Mm,
We might not
True.
fly to that, but he still needs to test it.
you're right. Cynthia, you're on fire today. I love it.
Well, we'll see about that because me and Scott did call Charles, and I think he'll also have an angry conversation. I think Logan will arrive here rather angrily.
Oh my God, Claire, you snitched!
Well, luckily, he'll come back here and we can all honestly say we didn't go to Tibet.
We were worried
It
for
was
you.
a fleeting idea.
Do you guys even know how to survive? Do you even have mountain gear? Do you know how cold it's up there?
I am literally the Iceman.
Well, Bobby, you're
To be
fine.
honest,
Bobby.
I'm gonna assume if Wanda told Werner that we were going to Tibet, he'd stock it with mountain gear.
That's true.
I don't think Werner would. I'm gonna be honest. Listen, he seemed like a smart guy when we talked to him in school. I think if we told him we're going to a mountain area, he's gonna at the very least stock it with gear.
That's true. At least you wouldn't have starved up there. Fair enough. Me and Scott were just kind of worried that you would just take the Blackbird as is right now.
Yeah. Okay. Genuinely, you shutting Wanda down the first time actually probably worked for the best because that's probably what we would have done.
So in fact, actually, sometimes it's better to shut down Wanda, yeah, because otherwise, no rations.
At the very least, she called Werner, and Werner is actually really smart, smarter than pretty much I think like all of us.
Well, I say we at least get some rest and see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully a Blackbird. And a way to hide that
Well,
Blackbird.
that's up to Wanda. I honestly, I think she's probably just that's up to Wanda because I think she's probably gonna call Werner and just tell him that we're not going to Tibet. I don't think we're going to Tibet. Maybe we can fly it around a bit, but I don't think we're going to Tibet.
You're right. Well, I'm gonna head off to bed, guys. This has been fun. I do enjoy actually talking with you guys, so I'll see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Listen, you never know. Maybe we'll listen. Maybe we'll do it. I mean, maybe we'll have reason in the future to fly to Tibet. Who knows?
True.
Okay, we're gonna have to. I feel like eventually we're gonna have to go talk to these guys at the very least because it does seem like increasingly we're running into weird mystical shit, and they do seem to be mystical shit HQ.
Yes, that's a
Yes,
good point.
I do agree with that, but it's better to go in there with a plan rather than just wander throughout the mountains, not even knowing where they are.
Maybe Jack will tell us one day. We can figure it out.
Well, the problem is even Jack doesn't know because remember, they let you in. It's not the other way around.
If
they don't want to be
I don't
found,
worry about the future.
Maybe we'll fly to Tibet tomorrow. Who knows? As I stare at the camera.
Yeah, she goes to bed though. But no one else has anything else to say.
Yeah,
of
Claire
course.
will, yeah, no, I think we're done. Yeah, Claire will return to Scott's apartment.
Cynthia will kind of openly wonder, why the fuck was the Blackbird going to land? Because at 10 p.m. people would be up. They'd be driving. Where the fuck would they stop at?
Tibet is a rather unpopulated region of the world. It only has a few cities in the valley.
No. I mean, it'd be 10 p.m. here when it came to pick us up. Like, it's a stealth plane, but people can still fucking see it.
Yeah. I assume corruption can get you a lot of that. I mean, they got a military aircraft and has a civilian. I think getting a FAA bribe is it doesn't.
No. Okay. There's one thing to do that if you're like in like Salem, New York. But in New York City, the amount of people you'd have to bribe. Yeah,
I would have assumed that the Blackbird would have landed in an airport outside of the city, maybe even in a military base, depending on how the bribe is, and he would have just gotten you in here with like fake papers to turn less attention. At least that's what I would have done.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to think that maybe Werner.
Maybe Werner also called maybe perhaps Charles and just ignored the plea.
It's quite possible.
I think
I'm starting to realize, Claire, as I'm thinking about this plan.
It's a horrible plan still.
There were some flaws.
Of course, there's flaws, guys. That's how we do
Werner
things.
smart enough to not fly his embezzlement jet, like, into the center of the country that probably gave him the money to build it. I'd only have to assume he's smart enough not to do that.
I gotta be honest, it's so crazy to imagine a fucking civilian earning such a sum and getting away with the fucking flying. Because I mean, I gotta be honest. Think about it, Cynthia. We're still flying across the U.S. and the Canadian border. The fact that we're not spotted by the FAA or the military is still kind of impressive, even for stealth jet. Stealth jets are not perfect.
Yeah.
It's still too impressive that we managed to fly multiple times back and forth without anyone interfering. And this is because stealth jets only give you radar immunities.
Yeah, that's something I kind of also just realized that. Yeah, like you can still see the plane.
Even the U-2 spy plane got shot down by the Russians in the 60s. Now it's flying through space.
Crazy idea here. Crazy magic shit's real. What if crazy sci-fi shit's real? What if this second one's actually invisible?
I mean, Claire would actually like, yeah, that's what Claire was thinking, Grunt, actually. Yeah, that's why Claire said, yeah, he would probably bribe the military base or something, get the FAA on it. Again, Claire actually said, like, against civilians usually don't get military aircraft. This Victor is, I'm not sure who the fuck he is, but, I don't think it's an invisible plane, Cynthia.
Okay, listen. I'm trying to have some whimsy in my life, Claire. I know the actual truth is that he's just a well-connected, rich, influential man who's just bribing people. I know that's probably the truth, but I'm trying to have a bit of whimsy in my life.
Anyway, I think I'm tired. I want to go back to probably calm down Scott, or Scott's also probably sick, worried sick.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out at 10, I guess.
Yeah, you'll all head back to your apartments. As Scott will kind of look at you and be like, so how bad is it?
I'm gonna be honest, I think overall the situation might be for the better, well, except for one detail, but I think I went to Jack, and Jack managed to convince one to not fly to Tibet.
Good.
And I think it all went for the better. Everybody had an honest conversation, and Wanda and Jack are now talking, which I think is far healthier. Even though there are some worrying things.
Like what?
Wanda did. Apparently, now luckily, I don't think Victor actually agreed to help. I hope, but Wanda did pull the phone and just call up Victor. I'm not sure if you met Victor. Actually, yeah, because Scott. I'm not sure Scott never. I'm not sure. Yeah, Scott never met Victor.
I mean, no, you just heard about it.
Yeah. The guy who brought us the first. Yeah, she called him up and she apparently asked for another plane.
Oh, she would do that. Of course, she would do that.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Part of me hopes that Victor realized that something was up and he either called her father or Charles.
What are you getting at, Claire?
Oh, nothing. No. Nothing. Nothing. It's just something that I kind of worried about. It's most also I'm kind of worried about Victor. Victor is also kind of just a thought that some a lot of
Scott just kind of tilts his head like, you do realize like X-Men gear was solely provided by him, right? Like, is this just crossing your mind now?
Oh no, I know about Victor's connection. I mean, he bought the jet in the first place.
Here, comm devices, the Blackbird, like the training facility. Like, he's the one that like fully reinstated the secret training facility. And you're now worried he provides just a second Blackbird? That's...
No, I'm more worried that he actually might have helped Wanda.
Of course he's gonna help Wanda. He has helped us with like other like... Okay. Do you think... Did it ever like seem that this Victor guy, because from what I've heard, he is like well-intentioned, but he never struck me as cautious, slow-moving. He struck me as this sounds like a brilliant idea. Let me test my newest gadget on it.
That's fair. And I know I spoke to him too much. I only met him once. Listen, that was miscommunication, I think. Claire always did it. I mean, we all need the gears provided by the other guys. By him.
Yeah, Scott's like, you're worried about him now. It's a bit too late now for these turns.
No, she's not that worried. She's mostly worried about... No, nothing. The fifth situation was resolved rather well, I think.
I like size and stuff. Yeah, right.
Scott?
I don't want you seem to happy and relaxed now that you think the situation has been solved.
Oh, it's not solved, though.
They're gonna go tomorrow to Tibet. You do realize that?
God fucking damn it.
I didn't want to point it out the obvious, but I thought I would inform you in the morning so you get like an actual good night's sleep when we actually have to go with them. Listen, if I knew she had Victor's phone number, I would not even have disagreed. It's hopeless now. There is someone who is gonna fund her schemes. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I kind of hoped that Victor would be reasonable, but now, now you mention it.
Ah, yes, the eccentric billionaire genius.
I mean, I never spoke to the man. I kind of, when I met him, he was kind of like just a normal scientist.
Who provides military planes to teenagers and training facilities and the gadgets.
I thought that was more of a favor towards Charles. I thought.
Okay, but still, do you think Charles lied to him about what those things were going to be used for?
No.
Probably also knows about the mystical ninjas and the weird science experiments and the people getting kidnapped. He probably is on the know about things.
I mean, yeah, Charles even said that he worked with Victor to cover up the whole like Logan.
Yes.
I think it's-
So unless you want to call Eric, there's no other card you can play.
No, there's no other card. Listen, I just wanted to fuck it. I should have just went to sleep.
You should. You should try and get as much sleep as you can.
I was just hoping everything would be resolved happily.
It's Wanda. You can either restrain her or, well, go along with it and try to mitigate the damage.
Damage control, yeah.
Just gonna give you a hug and he's gonna go off to bed because he knows.
Oh god, Claire was hoping. Claire was coping.
No.
Claire was like, he's an adult. Oh wait, no. Oh fuck, no. Oh fuck, goddammit.
He's an adult. He's like 25, man. Come on. He's like.
Wait, he's 25? Wait, he's
super young,
25?
super young.
Wait, he's 25? I thought he was like an old scientist. That's news to me, Mac. That's news to me, Mac.
He was like 20 when you were in fucking high school.
Oh, oh my god, I didn't know that. It
Does
used
he
to me,
look like
Mac.
an old man? Like, look at the picture.
I'm looking at the picture. Let me zoom up again. I imagine him as like at least like. That's true. He doesn't look that old.
Yeah, he's like super
I
young.
thought he was a little bit older, but I thought he was just gonna. I thought he was only like maybe.
I mean,
Um,
I didn't expect 25 from the picture, Grant. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that. I thought he was like way older. I thought he was like somewhere with like Charles in the same age group.
What? No.
Okay, maybe Charles is like the older, but
Charles
obviously
just looks good for his age, man. No.
that's true.
Charles has that Patrick Stewart look where it's like he when he was very young he looked insanely old, but as he got older he looks young.
Okay, that recontextualizes my entire knowledge of Victor Werner. Holy shit, I thought he was older. I imagine it was like an older, fucking, well-connected fucking politician.
No,
In my head,
he's like a couple of years older than you.
I imagined him as a great statesman. In my head.
He is. I mean, you can't be like a good statesman and young. You fucking
It's
Asian
true, I guess,
piece of shit.
Statistically, I mean, Grant, statistically speaking, all great statesmen are a bit older, but
Yeah, that's because
not
of
a
Yeah,
problem.
all
nepotism.
great, all most statesmen as smart as Doctor Doom.
That's
listen, me,
because
Mac,
of
is shocked.
nepotism, Mac. That's because of nepotism.
Listen, me, Mac, is shocked that Victor's like 25 right now. My brain is blasted. I
My
didn't know. I'm
opinion
looking
is that politicians need to retire like everyone fucking else, but nah.
That's also a fair point, but they should better.
So yeah,
Ah, goddamn it.
go to sleep. As yeah, all of you would get up in the morning and listen, funnily enough, everyone forgot about Storm, but I feel like you would call her along. Unless
Of course.
Eddie is gonna
Yes.
like look at you and it's like, how much
Do you
do I
want to
need-
come over?
Are you gonna call Eddie along? This
I'm
thing-
sorry.
I'm wondering, since you're probably brought to Tatiana, so do you want to? Do you want to come?
I was yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I will call Eddie now.
You can go. He's in your room, Tatiana. Why?
She's saying that
Wait,
as she's actually walking towards her
He's in
room.
the bed.
Yes.
He's in your bed.
It's night. That's at night. He's not Batman.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Eddie,
Yeah. What's up?
light of my life, apple of my eye.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those favors, isn't it?
No, look, Eddie. You can stay home, relax. Be in a nice, safe environment here. I wouldn't be hurt at all. Just wanted to let you know. Ask if you want to go to bed with us in a stolen blackbird. Oh, sorry,
what?
not stolen blackbird.
Where to?
Do you want to come to bed? Maybe.
I hope
You know
I
what?
heard if I want to come to bed, but you said like the country.
Yes.
Oh.
Listen, you can stay here. It's all right. I just want to make sure you know, so you're not worried when I'm not here. Just wanted to make sure you know. And like I said, it's fine. It's all right.
Yes. Let me just put on my superhero costume and I will march just along with you.
You would look wonderful in spandex, sweetie.
Sort of chocolate says, I think I might just slow it down.
And if nothing else, she'll give me a reason to keep going faster. She kind of like gives him a kiss on the cheek, basically. Oh, like I said, it's not going to be long. We're doing something to try to hopefully find Jack's magical monk people to hopefully deal with the solution here.
Listen, I would love to, but I have to meet some contacts of mine. Actually, tomorrow as well.
Are you gonna
Today, I
be
guess.
okay? Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, just routine meeting.
Okay. He said it shouldn't take us too long, and we'll be back before you even miss us.
Well, listen, I don't think I could have like helped you a lot, but I'll keep my fingers crossed.
You know I love you, right?
Yeah, I love you too.
Okay. She gives him another kiss, feeling a bit uneasy, but basically
Yeah.
not trying to show it as she will leave.
Yeah, get a couple of hours of sleep, and then as the morning arrives, you will there's a car waiting for. Well, it's more like a minivan, considering how many you fucking are. Kind of like, yeah. Then, as Victor is driving, it's like, I am here now. So, oh, is literally everyone coming? I see, like, watch everyone fucking get in.
Hey, Victor.
Yeah.
I thought it's good I brought in the minibus. Okay, pull it into gear and start driving. She says, so is everyone aware of the plan? She like looks at Wanda and, well, I'll assume you are closer to the front to make this convenient.
Yeah, sure. Yep, everyone's in on the plan, and we're all for it.
Okay.
Right?
Because I'm about to provide you a better alternative.
Is it a third Blackbird?
No.
No.
So, why do you want to go to Tibet? Let me just make sure I have all my facts straight. I believe you, Wanda, but I would like a second opinion.
Get in contact with. Is the car? Can I speak or?
Yeah, no, you're all in
Okay.
the car.
Get in contact with mystical experts that trained our friend Jack here. We might be dealing with more of those kinds, and the only teacher we had access to is Agatha, who was sort of certain biases and is also not the most personable individual.
That's all well and good, but I was under the impression you were here to go to college, and yet you are back trying to find wizards.
Jack, do you want to tell him, or should one of us just like brain blast him?
Yeah, it's up to you, Jack. It's your.
Jack's gonna very like begrudgingly sort of explain to Victor the whole deal with Mephisto and the wizards, and kind of they were not very helpful, and everything. Was gonna listen and says, "Yeah, no, that tracks for them. That tracks for them."
Wait, you know about them?
Yep, I visited them once.
Dude. What?
Yeah, when I was
I thought you were a businessman.
I am. I also have to fight Oh, you don't know about that, do you? I have to fight
We
with
don't-
Dracula.
What?
What?
I think we remember when Wanda said monsters in Eastern Europe. I didn't mention Dracula.
Okay, yeah, okay. I figured when she said monsters in Eastern Europe that like there are monsters. Like you mean?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Is this just a guy who called himself Dracula? Or is this the literal Dracula?
I don't know. I've never met him, but things are a bit under wraps. What I'm telling you are, in fact, I think military secrets technically. So keep it fucking shush.
Does NATO do bombing campaign? Does NATO do bombing campaigns against vampires?
No, because they're not like fighting that in the open. But I have to deal with counter espionage against actual vampires and other weird things. Yes. So I did visit the sorcerers and the ancient one once.
The ancient one?
That's how he calls himself.
Tatiana, Jack already told us about him.
Yeah. Remember.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I didn't realize he gave us his name. I'm sorry if I forgot. I apologize for
Yeah,
that
he
one.
literally made.
You all laughed at it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was calling the old guy so far. Okay.
So
But thank you for reminding me.
yeah, I don't know. Sounds like them. They are quite busy people. Like I understand why they can't stop to help. They have literally their hands full.
Do you know where else we can find out about some asshole called Mephisto?
Yes. Well, you're looking at him. The source of information, not the demon.
Okay.
So instead of you gallivanting across the world, you can stay here, focus on your college, and I'll drop by like once a month to provide a couple of days of maybe training, maybe sharing some information I found. Magic is one of my subjects of interest, yes. It's a newer one, but I've been looking into it for like a few years now, more actively.
I think that we appreciate that. Thank you a lot, Victor.
Now we're all gonna have some pizza and relax. In front of a pizza parlor, as clearly rented it out for all of you. Like,
Actually, while we were walking, Claire was saying that Scott. I told you, Victor would be reasonable.
just as a sorcerer, I don't think you can claim this as a victory.
How about we call it a draw?
At best. It's like, are you visibly pouting?
A little bit.
Kind of say, well, I mean, if you're not interested in my expert knowledge on the magical arts, which, unlike your previous teacher, Miss Agatha, I am not as conservative about it.
Hmm.
I think all
Fair
forms of
point.
magic are quite interesting, worth studying and learning about. We could probably teach you
Okay.
something that probably you are diligent enough.
Bribery, Mr. Victor.
Always works.
Of course it does. I'm in.
Kind of smile and nod. As you can all get in, just start rolling out and say, let's listen. Get all of you get good grades. Second year of college, Latveria. Modernizing a lot, advancing a lot of fields, and well,
No offense, Mr. Warner, no offense, but what about the security situation?
well.
Remember, some of us have-
Now I don't want to be mean, but you know, God, do I have to call it Doomstadt? Fucking.
Timo Sara, just call it Timo Sara. Why would
Timasara, Grunt. It's Timasara.
I need.
it's Timo Sara?
No, it must have had another name before him, right? Yes. Hassenstadt. Yes.
Oh, German.
Yeah, no. It's
The fucking Saxons. The Saxons never got kicked out by Dracula. He's still fighting them.
What?
He's still
That's
Dracula.
why oh my god, that's why he keeps fighting them. He's so mad about the fucking Saxons.
Hassenstadt never had a terrorist attack in its city center since I've like been alive there. So
So this is a wild question. How punchable are vampires?
quite so.
I would love to see Cynthia punch Dracula in the face.
I've been constructing several like automated defenses on how to deal with them, providing a lot of help both financially, military, technologically. There's a lot of ways you can kill a vampire, surprisingly enough. Plus, listen, if you're really lucky, might get to meet the vampire hunting division. Those guys are pretty badass.
I have a bit of a question. Sorry, I don't want to intrude because I'm just curious. I'm gonna be honest. How do you finance the entire operation? Because advanced military hardware is very expensive.
Well, Claire, I'm holding the front for the entire civilized Western Europe.
Ah, okay, I got you. EU money.
Nobody wants vampires, demons, and other sort of monsters at their doorstep.
So Western
That's
Europe.
got to be a fun briefing for every like newly elected prime minister and president, right?
Well, I don't.
Hey, vampires are actually real.
Problem is, I don't think they're told the exact details. They try and like veil things as much as possible.
Security assistance to Eastern Europe to prevent the spread of civil unrest.
And I will say, I don't know what to tell you, Claire, but the U.S. is one of my biggest financiers. So.
I imagine quite a few experimental weapons get tested there. I heard about that. Lockheed Martin
fact-
and apparently. By the way, is Stark Industries a thing, Grunt? I have questions.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Lockheed Martin and Stark Industries do like to test their weapons there. I heard about that.
If you think
So
I'm
it's
if you think I'm borrowing weapons from Stark, you are quite mistaken. Everything is custom made, homemade.
I just insulted this man's pride.
I merely take their money. I don't need their rather outdated and inferior tech. And it's not just the West that finance. Trust me, there's a lot of people around the world that they don't want the things that I'm dealing with to leave that area. I have, in fact, well, the US is one of my biggest partners. My second biggest partners is, in fact, a small, powerful African nation by the name of Wakanda.
Okay. Now, Claire is geopolitics. I've decided that.
Wakanda is a very
Sure, but-
isolationist nation that is much more advanced and wealthy than surrounding neighbors in the area.
It's Rwanda. It's Rwanda. Got it, Grunt. It's Rwanda and Botswana.
'Cause,
But yes,
I'm the only business partner they have that's actually trading in sort of research and development. I should say something.
fair enough, I suppose.
Like I
So,
said,
do you?
you would know there would be nowhere safer than Hassenstadt. I assure you.
Just that we are being hunted by people who have and I think a war zone would be the most ideal place to deploy paramilitaries or like sneak them in.
Like to see the mystical assassins try to breach my security defenses. Should only ask, do you think they're better than Dracula? I don't think they are.
I honestly don't know how to rate them. I've been interested in military stuff, but I've never rated mystical forces.
Say something, Ren.
No, she was just gonna ask a funny question, but it's fine.
Yeah, Claire's not down for a serious question. Now you can ask the funny question.
I was gonna ask if he's if Dracula, he fought Dracula, does he also have to like fight a werewolf king?
I don't think they have one yet.
Good to know. Keep that in mind.
Listen, you should all take advantage. My time is quite limited, but information, that's something I can give for you to read and learn at your own pace. Just need to listen. The US is a bit, well, upset with certain things I do, so my actions here are quite limited. But if you start studying in Latveria, then, well, my door is always open.
I mean, it's always something to consider, I guess.
Enjoy a nice breakfast, all of you, and probably there will be other questions and stuff like that, but there's nothing else you want to talk about.
No, I think for now, outside of his magical knowledge, which we'll learn as the time goes on, I think we're good. At least Tatiana is.
Take his leave, as some of you will have like classes, some of you will probably go back home. Is there anything you three want to do?
Assuming like that the others weren't at the original conversation when Cynthia brought up the idea of doing like volunteer work, was that just to Claire and Tatiana, or
Yes.
were other like at that conversation? I don't know. She bring that up to like the group. Yeah, that idea. And also the stuff she heard about like what the actual like 3 big problems for Hell's Kitchen is, and the fact that at least one of them definitively cannot be punched away.
Yeah, I think Sai will say, I am not good with people. I would rather not have to interact with too many.
Not everyone has to do if they're not comfortable, yeah.
Jack will sort of say, I mean, listen, I can take extra shifts and like handle the drugs.
Are you gonna beat up drug dealers, Jack?
Oh, come on, I can't even. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna beat them up. What if they try and punch me?
There's a thing called proportional response, Jack. Now, the police often ignores that thing also as well, but you don't need to follow bad examples.
Like sort of drug. There's like a mixed response. There's like people who have like an issue to, I guess, take extra shifts, but there's like definitely people who are not. Like especially people like Sai and Jack. Sai and Jack are like, I would rather just go like fight like criminals.
Cynthia will just say like again, not everyone has to do it. Just wanted to bring up there's a lot of ways to help people. And on the off chance we get compromised, having a local community like us would probably be a good thing.
Yeah, no. You're probably gonna like get more people to volunteer more hours there as well. Start making them known, as you can add that to the future rotation cycle. in college, nightly activities, and volunteer work around.
Yeah, Claire will kind of like she'll jokingly say to Claire and Scott like, okay, I'll leave the scheduling to you guys because I can just stay up for 48 hours, so it's a lot easier for me to balance my personal shit. I'll leave the scheduling up to you guys. You're smarter.
Scott will just nod and say that's quite alright. I already have it in my head.
I don't prepare for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Cynthia's an idea. Cynthia's an idea person. That means she comes up with them. It's up to you two to make them work.
We are the technocrats, so we are the guys in the bureaucracy who did the work. The politician.
Listen, if there's nothing else, no other conversations, no other plans you want to enact, Victor will like take his leave. He is gonna like stop by when he can. Maybe like give you a couple of pointers, maybe drop a book on magic, what he can like get smuggled past the fucking border control.
Stark is his greatest rival. Reeds is like fucking.
There are a lot of tech companies in the US that are direct competitors to his one, so.
Is this like a company? Wait, actually, I was like, wait, do you have a company?
Hey, Grant. Cynthia would probably kind of like embarrass kind of like maybe privately ask Victor if he could look into a magical solution, if he's not already looking into a magical solution for Rogue's issue. Like she's kind of like,
yeah, he'll take you aside for this conversation. He'll take you aside for this conversation. He'll look for he's more like a sort of jovial man, but like he's actually gonna get very serious with you. Now this is a sensitive subject, Cynthia. When I first talked with Charles and Eric about the X gene and people with powers flaring up, one of the things we discussed were potential countermeasures to dampening or just outright preventing mutants from using their powers. They both shut me down immediately, which, in all fairness, that can lead to a lot of problems depending on who gets their hands on such a piece of tech. If you promise not to tell anyone, I could give it a try, because I do need certain assistance with that.
Cynthia will nod at that, and then yeah, she'll say, I mean, at the end of the day, like, and side effects are pretty bad, but there's gonna be other people with the X gene who have side effects too, that they're not either can't live with or don't want to live with.
In fact, I'm gonna tell you right now, mathematical models predict a severe surge in X gene development. You were just the first, many more to come. That technology will be developed by someone. I would rather it be me than someone else. And hopefully, maybe with your help, maybe some of your friends. But if Charles and Eric learn about this, that will severe strain on our business relationship. Because it is a threatening thing to do. To understand that once you open that door, you cannot close it anymore. Just someone can stop your powers from working for a minute, they can stop them definitively.
Cynthia's gonna nod and saying, yeah, but
I want you to think about it. Very seriously think about it. And if you're still determined, next year, take that internship and work with me in the lab. Help me develop it.
Cynthia will nod and she'll say, yeah, I'll think about it.
He nods. For thought, maybe.
I mean, he's kind of right, though. Someone's gonna research that.
Nick Fury
Listen,
talking to
he
Reed.
He did
Reed!
he did make that argument to Charles and Eric, but like, of course they would be like, no, fuck off. We're not developing that.
Meanwhile, Nick Fury yelling at Reed. Reed, where's my fucking power blocker?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Just like out of character, it's like the question of, if you don't have a way to suppress powers, how the fuck do you arrest mutants? Especially ones who can break walls.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Somebody's rubbing their hands like, the interdimensional prison. It's
Reed! Nick Fury's calling Reed. Okay, when's my prison up? Reed, when is it done? It's done when it's done, fucking Fury.
So yeah. There's no other conversations.
Meanwhile, Captain America walks in. Reed, what does your interdimensional portal say work will set you free on the top?
I still can't get over the fact that they make Captain America support fucking. I hate this.
Hydra.
It's really, it is, yeah.
The X-Men, it's a new guy. It's a different guy in X-Men comics. It's a different guy. It's a clone.
Unfortunately, every Marvel character in an X-Men comic does have to have their personality changed to reinforce the mutants are an oppressed underclass message.
Yeah, it gets wild.
And instead of just doing the normal, natural thing of having Captain America go like, "Yeah, no, I don't support the persecution of any minorities. I fought against this." They do the opposite, like, maybe the Nazis would have been right if they just persecuted one type of people.
But yeah, as listen, you still have school to focus on. You can't let that thing slide, even though it's like still early. So you're also sort of getting accustomed to it. There is clearly an increased workload compared to high school. Please tell me I'm right, Americans. I'm in fact, your universities are. They do care about students what's the saying? Learning new skills.
Depending, yeah, I can say
It
that.
depends on the university. Like, I can clarify. Like, I can absolutely tell you that, like, my two friends who are in college, who are on a local state college, yes, no. Like, it is a lot of work for them.
Okay, there we go. So yeah. But eventually.
It also depends on the thing you're going for. Like, if you're going for an economics major, then yeah, you're on fucking easy street.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, it's vigilante business.
Enough about the systemic problems and characters. I'm gonna punch some shit.
Well,
punching face.
The problem is with the Trinity right now. There's still the trio of problems, which. Yes, the real estate development, that's a much more complicated issue. But finding out and identifying the supply chains for the drugs and guns, if you don't disrupt those supply chains, at the very least, you're gonna hamper their operations. Maybe some problems can be punched away if you punch where it's
surgically.
Yes.
Surgical operations. Sadly, the ATF has been bribed, so the ATF will not lift their finger.
So, because, people have been scouting out for you, you would have been provided by Scott to an address of a warehouse by the docks, which seems to get shipments that just pass through customs without any proper checkups, and they're never actually verified. And it's kind of weird that you need such large containers for what should be rather delicate goods. So your job for tonight mostly to like figure out what the fuck is with that warehouse. Maybe gather evidence, like deal with it however you see fit. And report back.
Well, that's how big is the warehouse? We can see how big it is.
It's a
one of
big
those.
warehouse. If you want to do a bit of scouting, one of you can
Yeah.
well, depending on who does it, because if it's you, then I'll give you like an edge on the vigilance. Have you teleportate.
Yeah, sticking to the shadows, and if she can, if that's alright, she would make that suggestion.
A vigilance roll and have an edge.
And you said
one.
edge. Rolled 1. Okay.
It's 2.
Yeah.
That
Well,
damn.
it's still
God
16.
damn.
Still
It's a
16.
16. Yeah, no, but it's just a funny reroll.
I assume you don't go inside. You mostly scout on the outside, trying to like see, because there are like clearly people moving about who probably guarding the place.
Yeah, she doesn't know there's any other like unknown security that she doesn't see. That
There's
no
clearly
monitoring
people
systems are.
inside. Also, like there's like
Yeah.
lights on and people are like moving about. But now I will say this because it's important for no apparent reason. Do seem to be a lot of Asians working here.
Okay.
I love racial profiling.
I've concluded Yakuza.
Does she hear anything, or is she mostly just seeing? That's really it.
Well,
No,
you
no
can't
audio.
speak Japanese, so you don't understand what they're saying.
I didn't know they were just like, yeah, they're
No,
Asians, but
they're
speaking in
talking,
another
they're
language.
talking, but like you don't
They could
know
be
the
Asian
language.
Americans, Grunt. They could be Asian Americans, Grunt. No.
Yeah, but they would
Okay.
listen. I feel like they would still speak their like country tongue, right?
Native tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
Mother's tongue.
So
That's the thing. Yeah.
if you're a criminal and you want a mask, you're gonna speak a language
That's
not
true.
that many people speak around here.
Yeah. Tatiana would take all note of everything she sees and goes back immediately to the group, relaying everything, and they're speaking Japanese mainly. Don't know what's going on, so I didn't really get an idea of what they're shipping or what the whole details are.
Now you know what? I'm gonna make you make a logic roll for this.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My worst stat, Grunt. Why would you do that? Look
Yeah,
at that,
no, they're
Grunt.
speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
They're Chinese. They're in fact Chinese. Chinese
Yes.
Americans.
So at the very least, I don't really know what's being said or what's going on. I think did she notice any other rooms, like a security room or a place they're going
Again, you
specifically?
haven't went inside properly, but
Gotcha.
it's a big warehouse, so it probably has like a couple like separate areas in it. I'm not sure how
Yeah.
exactly it's being like divided.
It's a pretty big place, so that's all I was able to find with a quick little look around. I didn't go inside, so. Any suggestions how we should go about this? We can try to.
I mean, this is a recon mission. We're relying a lot of you, Tatiana, but you can teleport in, sneak around. I mean, I can phase through walls. The problem is, the flaming skulls are unnoticeable. I can try to cover it up, but it's yeah, you are the best. I mean, I could also try to conventionally walk around the fence and whatnot. When it comes to getting inside, maybe even inside the containers potentially. I think there might be. I'm not sure how your teleportation works. Like,
Okay.
if something's in the way, but like check out.
I can communicate with everyone usually. I can take a peek inside if everyone's cool with that and see what I can find. Or we can continue watching. Whatever you guys think, I'm cool with it.
I'll be honest, I'm not really good at sneaking around. I keep watch, but unless we're planning to go in there and break walls down, not really a whole lot I'm going to be able to help with.
Okie dokie then. I'll take a peek inside and I'll be back. She's gonna go do that basically, Grunt.
I'm gonna sneak inside. I'm gonna need an edge.
Grant, I have
Yeah.
a question. Oh, sorry, before that. Is it possible for Quick Face to find quiet corners to quickly go through a wall without being too nosy, or is that impossible even with Quick Face?
Like,
Okay,
and then like you crash a wall, like. Oh,
Okay,
like you
yeah.
mean with phasing? Ah, no, never mind.
Yeah, the main problem. The
This
main
quick phase
problem is
doesn't-
basically that.
like the problem is you still would have to give me an agility roll to sneak by the like first row
Oh
of
no!
guards.
No! Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I'm basically more scared about the flaming skull basically being too obvious. But yeah, would my phasing ability more help or hamper it?
Depends how good your agility roll is.
Well, that's pretty good actually. So yeah.
And yeah, you could probably
Uh,
like sneak up and then like quickly phase through the wall. And like immediately deactivate the cloak.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask, is there any scaffolding or anything that Tatiana could use, like a place she could teleport in without being seen?
There
That would
are
be
a couple of exterior windows that you could probably teleport through because you can like see
Yeah.
past.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, it just comes down to an agility roll for the both of you.
Okie dokie. God damn me. Claire, you're
One
saving
is
this.
really
You're saving
bad
this.
and one's like really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Fortunately, we both attempted it.
Yeah, I hopefully assume that Tatiana's not near Claire when she teleports. Hopefully.
No, not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
both get caught. But yeah, listen, Claire, you kind of sneak past one of the guards, and then like as you activate the mantle and you just yourself through the wall, as you pass through, you deactivate it immediately. You realize there's a lot of people sort of clearly like packaging what looks like cocaine. There's like a lot of them inside, and there's like other people sort of walking by the people packaging them. As well, Yana, you just like find a different spot, and you see a window, and you like teleport. Unfortunately, you teleport, but you fail to grab onto something as you plummet down onto the ground. As everyone just stops and like. The guards immediately like spot you. As Claire, from your hiding point, you do just see this. As they begin speaking, and now I want Claire you to give me a logic roll.
Sure thing.
Claire, you realize, this ain't fucking Japanese.
It's Chinese. Or something else even?
Do you think you can make
I'm
a
on-
difference? You're not like a linguist.
Okay, basically it's not Japanese.
But you've heard Japanese before, and this ain't it.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Basically, it's not
What
Japanese.
if I
then.
defy expectations back and it's actually Korean? You never know.
I mean, it could be Korean. I mean,
it could be.
it's just
it could be.
statistically speaking, Chinese gangs like the most statistically likely.
Statistically
But,
speaking, it is most likely it's Chinese, but it is
Yeah, that's
definitely
the
not
truth.
Japanese.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
As yeah, Tatiana, what are you gonna do with the several guards with guns pointed towards you?
They just have it pointed at her, right?
Well, they're like saying stuff that you don't understand.
Gonna raise my hands like,
threatening.
whoa, no trouble, sir. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I think I just took a wrong turn.
One of them like, promise. I assume you're wearing your vigilante costumes.
She is. If they try to grab at her mask or anything, she's gonna teleport
Well,
out
I
immediately,
need you to
though.
give me an ego roll for them. Not just not shoot you at this point.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. One of them says in like very sort of basic English, "What are you doing here? Who are you? Who sent you?"
Nobody sent me. I took a wrong turn. I don't think that this is the place I'm supposed to be at. I am so sorry. I'll get out your hair. Whoa, did not mean to be here.
No, you come with us now.
Okay, you gonna be nice about it, or you gonna be not so nice about it?
You come now. We are nice now. You might not be nice later.
Okay, sir, I'll go with you. Just don't hurt me, okay?
Sort of nods, like grabs at her arm and like starts dragging you away. As well, fortunately, Claire, this does provide you with a bit of better opportunity to like move around. They're clearly focused on her right now.
Ah, fuck yeah. But do we have radios?
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, okay. She'll try to whisper basically like to the radio. Uh, Blink got a caught. The other two.
Fuck. Well, we're going, and Jack's like, I'm just gonna go blow this place up. I'm not sure if Cynthia, you're gonna stop him.
Cynthia's gonna put a hand on her shoulder. She's gonna say, and she's gonna just quickly say into the radio, "What's the exact?" And she's gonna just say, "What's the situation right now?"
Blink's being escorted. Do I see the supposed to go to where?
Looks like one or like to the back. You can't look after her. Can't
Yeah.
see it anymore.
One of the interior rooms.
Yeah, Cynthia's gonna say. Cynthia's just gonna say, "Take advantage of it. Get information. Me and Jack are gonna start moving in."
Understood. As yeah, I'll try to investigate shipping manifests, locations, anything, more details.
Give me a vigilance roll to even locate something that would look in like any room they would.
Yeah, try to find anything useful, and if there's anything useful at all in this facility. Yeah, I don't think they have the convenient shipping manifest.
Damn.
That's an 18.
Find like what looks like an office area as you make your way there. As you'll sort of walk into the room. There is someone here if you want to have to take him out somehow. Question is, how are you gonna deal with the guy standing at the desk?
Fuck. Chloroforms. The problem is that Claire's not very physically impressive. In
I
fact,
understand.
That would
he
be a melee.
would probably. Yeah, he would definitely win the melee situation. Grant, would a potentially a knife's slot thread require also melee?
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck. All right. And that is it possible? Would it be possible to like? I'm not sure how many guards are still around in the rest of the building.
Shoot
Or
him, it'll definitely be hurt.
no, I'm not gonna shoot. No, I'm not thinking about shooting. No, not even thinking about shooting Grunt. I know. I'm not using video game logic. No, I'm not even thinking about shooting. What I was thinking of is there would be possible to like I'm sure there's like this office like in a room or something to like create some kind of noise outside.
It's like above the rest of the warehouse, sort of giving like a better vantage point.
Would it be possible to like break a glass somewhere outside and hide in the corner and basically learn out that way, maybe? Because I don't think I win a melee.
Now, because you're so smart, I'm gonna point out that he's not like a Skyrim guard. So if he like hears something, he's just gonna radio it in.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know how to fucking take him out the apartment.
I think you're just gonna have to roll for it, man.
Yeah, my melee is a +0. I will lose. Yeah, damn it. Yeah, that's the only thing I can try.
You
Yeah.
can wait for Jack and Cynthia to like create the distraction, which will distract attention.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
If you're not confident taking him out yourself.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. They're gonna wait, actually, yeah.
Well, Tatiana, as they bring you into a separate room, he kind of like puts you on on a chair, says, "Wait here," as he sort of signals for the other people, and kind of leaves you like to other guards as they do have their weapons trained on you. The like radios in. She's here. Come talk to her if you want. Then he kind of like just stares at you.
Presumably, I'm not sure how much her mask reveals. I assume it covers her whole face then. Yeah. Okay. She just tries not to look too nervous or squirm.
As Cynthia and Jack, the two of you sort of make your way. How mean should I be? Very mean, shouldn't I?
You should always be mean.
Should give me a. But actually, no. As Jack's just gonna like stop. And it's like we need to wait.
For what?
Don't know. I just. I feel like if we go now, it's gonna end ugly.
Okay. Trust you on this. I mean, they try to take fucking Tatiana's mask off. She could just teleport away anyway. So, okay.
Guy like yanks you as, yeah. You wait there for like 10 minutes as a car stops and a couple of people get out and well, don't recognize some of. He just fetch some image. Oh god, saved.
Hammerhead walks out.
Oh. Let's see. Maybe I didn't delete it from my computer if I'm smart. Like I did though. Well, at least I can post one of the guys. There you go. As
Seen that face before.
give me a vigilance roll, Cynthia.
Alrighty. 14.
14, that's pretty good. He looks quite different. But you swear that... Well, it's been a few years and he looks much older and much different. You think that's Damien?
Holy shit. That shield point check, that's Damien.
Are you sure about that?
It's been a while, but the whole day, I'm pretty fucking sure, yeah.
Fuck is... You have told Jack all about the fucking...
Absolutely, yes.
There we go, found out. It says shit. I don't think we can take him on then.
Yeah, we can't, but, like... Fuck, we gotta get Tatiana fucking out. We gotta get Tatiana fucking out of there. She's really not gonna be able to fucking take him.
And the problem is, you'd also see a second guy now. Damien like looks normal, like he's normally dressed. The hair has clearly grown. He has a sort of very much glazed look about. Like it's almost like he's just kind of like not there. But that guy that also comes out on the other side looks quite different. He he wears the funny clothes, and he does have those weapons kind of on his person right now.
Okay, yeah. The other guy, I don't know. Yeah, the other guy, I don't fucking know the other guy.
I think we need to. Like make a big boom. And then hopefully Tatiana can just run out, right?
Sounds good. Do you want to? You want me to question the vehicles around, Grunt?
There are vehicles around, yeah.
Cool. You want me to throw a car? You want me to throw a car? Then you shoot a fucking lightning bolt at its fuel tank.
Fortunately, the laws of physics will not let you throw a car at them. Now you can drive a car into their building if you want.
Cynthia will look, or Cynthia will also recommend that.
Because the explosion is like if you get out of if you just jump out of the car, the sort of the rolling on the asphalt is not going to do much for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Cynthia's probably strong enough to fucking jam something through the fucking pedal. Fucking
say,
down.
You know what? Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. As he's gonna like, you're gonna like start helping him like fucking hotwire a car nearby. As well, Diana, as the doors open, you will see the costumed man walking in.
Holy shit.
He'll look at you and see as one of the people who've been bothering our operations. Well met.
Dude, you do your outfit. Looks cool as hell.
I appreciate it. Now, on to business. No, what? You roll agility, Cynthia. Let's see how well you hotwire that car.
You mean roll agility?
Yeah, either that or logic, but I think they're the same for you.
I have better logic.
Oh, then yeah, roll me logic.
That's a 10.
That's gonna be a struggle. So yeah, the man looks at you, Tatiana, sort of grabs another chair, sits down in front of you.
Why I was hesitant to try to throw it. Agility and logic are not good.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, you can't just pick up a car and throw it. It's just gonna crash in your hands and break apart. You don't have the Superman invulnerability stasis field you can project onto objects. The man is just gonna sort of say, so how do I call you?
Call me Blink. What do I call you?
It's meeting you, Blink. My name is Ikari. I work for the people you've tried to sneak into.
This is a little awkward then.
It is, but now are you gonna make problems for us like the other guy, or because I keep hearing there's a lot of you people running around nights.
Do they also have cool costumes, or am I just the only one?
It's almost like they've been made by the same person. Luckily, nobody fucked with the tailor, so. Although, you seem younger, so I don't want to do anything bad to you, kid. Just work with me here.
That would be nice. I'd rather not have anything bad happen to me. You know, very delicate and all that. So, gotta be honest, I didn't really mean to be here. Well, honestly, trying to help as many people as I can, mostly. Was surprised about this whole thing being here. Gotta be honest. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm considering if I should kill you, because you clearly are not very cooperative. So I'm considering if I should kill you, like cripple you and bring you for questioning. Like,
Really honest here. I do want to help people. What the hell? Just 'cause you don't like the answer?
Yes, actually, yes. But if I ask what you want and you're like, I want to help people, then I don't think I can bribe you. I don't think I can blackmail you. So there's not that many options left.
No, that's true. This puts you in a bit of a rough spot here. Listen.
A man's gotta eat.
True enough. No one can really choose the job they do. It's easy.
Not really.
Listen, just I apologize to your boss, people, who the fuck they are, and say I'm sorry. It was a big mess of my part. I didn't expect this to be here, so it's more of a problem for me than anything else. And we could just call it a day.
Are you like all you young vigilantes like working together? Because it seems very targeted. Like you are snooping around.
Ah, shit, that would be a very smart idea, actually. I might try that. Do you guys just do drugs here? Is that like a thing you guys just do around this area?
We also sell candy to kids.
I hope you don't get those two mixed up. Make things a little awkward.
It would. As Tatiana, not Tatiana, gonna say, Claire, from where you're kind of hiding, I'm gonna need you to give me another agility check, because you are just kind of hanging around. You have to keep moving, keep avoiding some of the patrols.
Yeah.
You do manage to eventually see Ikari and Damien walk in, as they will head over to Tatiana is held. So Jack's like, fuck this. Okay. Fucking finally got it. Okay. Well, can you go? You start the engine and you get there.
I was gonna say grunt. As she gets in, she is just gonna fucking use something to press the pedal down, basically wedge the pedal down to show when she'll be primed to jump out.
As you turn around and as you wedge the pedal, you accelerate towards the warehouse. There's shocked noises as they shout, but they see you don't stop, and as they start shooting the gun, you duck out. Before Tatiana, Claire, you hear gunshots outside, followed by noise as car crashes through the front garage, as there's an explosion that fucking goes off. How are you two reacting?
Is the guy now gone from the scene?
No, he's he gets up, he's investigating, starts getting the radio, starts coordinating people.
Actually, wasn't shooting. Actually, I would just shoot him. Actually, never mind. I just shoot him during the mess. Actually,
you can give him.
Yeah, I'll blast him during the mess. Yeah. Jody, check.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. 16.
Yeah, he's dead as you one shot down. He fucking goes. Collapses as it was a mid-conversation. Tatiana, what about you? Because you are in a much more precarious situation.
She's probably well, I think that's me. Time to go. She's gonna try to teleport out immediately.
Well, the problem is you are still within the room. You can't teleport out of a windowless room.
I can teleport to a place I've been up to. I see either a place you can see.
That's true, because you have teleport. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gone.
That collects looks through. Do I need to lower something to look through what's useful?
There's a lot of documents. You can just kind of grab them. You don't
as
have
much as
time
possible.
to
Yeah, no, as much as possible. Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
You just kind of grab mostly shipping manifestos as you start bolting out. As well, Cynthia, you are now standing as you're in front. You do see well, it's no longer Damien. It's the thing you've seen several times, as it has its claws out. I'm not sure what you want to do.
Distraction been caused. Unless it looks like Jack wants to stay and fight this fucking thing. Yeah, we should probably leave.
No, in fact, there's a very convenient mist that gets deployed as it obstructs your sort of getaway.
Well, 4 of us were here. Yeah, maybe we could throw down and try to talk to him, but no, Cynthia's not going to try to fight by herself.
As well, for Tatiana, it's very easy. Claire, I'm going to need one last agility check for you to avoid any fighting.
Gotcha. 16.
Yeah. As you also will be able to use the mist to cover your exit, as you will all manage to break away. Group a few blocks away.
Is everyone okay?
I think we should ask the two of you. I think I should ask you that. You okay? They didn't get the mask off, right?
No, they didn't get the mask off. Just a bit of banter and threats, and
Like, good.
That distraction.
Okay, can you two confirm with me? I'm pretty sure that was fucking Damien, and I'm pretty certain that's actually fucking Damien. Now that I saw him transform.
Wait, what?
Did I see the transform form?
Yeah.
No, I saw him transform. That's why I fucking ducked out with Jack.
Klauser. Yeah, I did see the form. I'm not sure if it's Damien or someone else.
I'll say, Claire, you didn't see the form. You just saw him inside.
Oh, I was
He's asking, like, if you guys saw him before he transformed, like, just to clarify, like, that's what she's asking you.
I'll remind you, Claire, there was the mist all over. If they couldn't see you, couldn't see them.
Okay, that's because I didn't roll. I didn't want to, like, say I recognized them because he didn't make me roll. I'm not sure.
I didn't
I'll
see him
say
on.
this, like, it wasn't clear to you who that was.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay,
Like,
that's.
I'll say this: the warehouse was very, like, poorly illuminated. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah,
very...
that's what I kind of figured. That's why I didn't want to say.
All right. So I'm pretty sure that's fucking Damien, especially because I saw him transformed, and unless there's another guy who looks just like a guy we tried to bust out of a military base a couple of years back, it's probably him.
Okay, I didn't see Damien, but the guy I talked to was all dressed up, and she's going to describe his outfit, basically.
So... Okay, let's move and talk. That's not... Okay. Because... I'm gonna take a wild guess and say he's not working for the people he busted out from.
We can ask Sai, but I don't think that her organization is involved in the drug trade.
Question is, how do we want to handle the Damien thing going forward? Because if we talk to him in these get-ups, he's probably gonna be hostile. But fuck, do we want to try to arrange just like a bumping into him on the street, like recognize him from Detroit?
Oh, the question is, do you think he'll be nice to us if he recognizes at all either?
The problem is he's working with criminals, and it's been a few years, and he was probably on the run and similarly traumatized to Jack, if not worse.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking point, Claire.
That's it.
I don't want to put down somebody who got fucking kidnapped and tortured.
That's a good point. Cynthia's right in the sense that we can't face this guy, no matter how... Maybe we all did it, possibly, but that's going to be a lot of destruction, not just for our asses, but whatever place we find ourselves in with him. And the guy I talked to wasn't Damien. It was, like I said, called himself Akari. Very much I'm going to kill you if I can't bribe you type of mindset, so...
Listen, we will bring the information we got back. We'll ask Sai about it. These guys might not be part of the same group, but... might be rivals of her old crew, might be people she at least was aware of. And looks like you got a whole lot of shit, Claire.
Yeah, I got some mostly shipment. It looks like shipping manifests. I think I got like a notebook here with some numbers, but yeah, we can look for that later.
That's good. Shipments come from somewhere, and those can be tracked. Yeah, we should probably tell everyone that Damien's in town and
he's dangerous.
Strict, like they do not engage without a plan.
Agreed, definitely.
Yeah.
If anyone can talk him down, probably people like Tatiana who can, if need be, teleport away.
He might gut me if he's quick enough. When I have a feeling he's quick enough.
Primarily, polish should for now be a void.
That kind of shrug says, I could probably take him down.
No, Jack, you couldn't.
Maybe you could. Jack, I'm going to give you a bit of a... Because I told you of the broad strokes. This guy took down military helicopters and also took down your clone in, like, one hit.
Yeah, but, like... That's not, like, an impressive thing.
I think the helicopters...
Military helicopters, though. And escaping all on his own.
He also fought off a way larger gentleman before, from what I heard about from Tatiana and Jack.
Oh, yeah, that is the time. He did fight off...
Juggernaut?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was like Charles's, like, fucking brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And presumably also the site security at that place, since he got away.
Listen, Jack, if I'm telling you, this is not a guy you want to fight unprepared, that should tell you something. Because I'm usually the first to argue, we should just go in and punch things.
I never said I was gonna fight him unprepared, but I'm always prepared.
I mean, your invisibility might confuse him, but again, he's dangerous foe.
We know he's here. We'll tell the others. Like, listen, a group of 4 of us can probably fight him. Say 8 of us, the right people, the right place, we can take him down. But Claire did bring up a good point. We fight him. Oh, holy shit, that's gonna... If we fight him, we don't take him down in a couple seconds. Based on what he did to a military base before, he's gonna level a block.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting should be avoided at all costs for now until we can ideally lure him in the field outside of Multiverse, but I think that's more easier said than done. We can ask Sai a bit about, like, this, what she calls herself, a Kari guy. Maybe I doubt she, I don't think she knows every single criminal and rival to her organization, but maybe if we're lucky she knows something.
Okay, recon and debrief.
Yeah, mission success.
I almost... You're very calm with us, Sachan. I'm very impressed.
Hey, I knew I could trust that you would be able to know what the hell to do. Just had to make sure you buy your time.
We're not going to talk about how embarrassingly long it took me and Jack to hotwire that car. I'm going to be honest. Jack told me like picking up and throwing it wouldn't work because it's something called physics.
Yeah, but you
I was getting pretty tempted there.
I mean,
once like the second minute passed.
I mean, maybe if we're in a military base, perhaps you can throw a tank. A tank maybe would be able to survive your grip potentially. Depends on the vehicle. Probably not a Humvee, but maybe it's an Abrams. Maybe.
Honestly, it's pretty fun to see you be able to throw a tank.
But I think even Abrams should be still.
Listen. Logan had me test the upper limits of like what I could do. I'm like, lifting a tank's not actually that much for me.
Ah, yes.
Just for the record, fucking Cynthia does count as 3 sizes larger for determining what she can carry.
Oh,
because of my 2+ enhanced physique.
Jesus.
So, what are you gonna do? You have still like a good chunk of the night?
Yeah. I think like have Tatiana like drop the records off and then also just like give the warning of like, hey, Damien's in town if you guys remember what he could do.
Yeah, maybe with a facial description to the rest of the people to like avoid this guy.
So Tatiana, you're gonna heading back, right?
Yeah, presumably so.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say it like that, Grunt?
Don't worry about it. You make your way back to the block as you teleport. You can eat rapidly, like 15 minutes. You're back home. You drop. Where would you go to, like your just room, or would you like let anyone know about this? Because it's like right now, probably like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's up at all, or she could tell someone
We can
right
always
now.
just wake someone up, inform them.
Yeah, I think she would. I think she would tell Scott, actually. I feel like he would be the one most prepared for this type of conversation.
Yeah, well, weirdly enough, he's already up. Like he's opened the door. Yeah.
Hey! Is everything alright?
Not exactly. We're a bit worried, but have a few people looking out.
What's going on?
Eddie didn't come back tonight.
What?
Not sure if he told you anything, but my understanding he was just meeting some contacts, which would have been like a routine job.
Wait, what?
Wanda's out looking Quicksilver, as well. Sai.
Okay, oh, I'm gonna go help look for him then. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't. He like tell you exactly where he was going?
No, he said he was gonna go meet some old contacts. Fucking- He usually doesn't want me asking too many questions about that, so I don't try to push it. I should have fucking. I knew I had a bad feeling. God fucking damn it.
Well, well, yeah, then go find the others and see if you can't also. As he's gonna say, like, kind of gesture the areas that the other three are checking, like cover more ground.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I had to drop these off. We found that warehouse. These kind of went tits up. A couple explosions, but we made it out. Apparently, Damien, Parasite, whatever you want to fucking call him. He's here, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have a look over these. I have nothing else to do right now, and I can't sleep anymore.
Okay. I'll be back. As she goes off to tell the others.
And well, she's gone. Jack's sort of like tapping his foot anxiously. It's like probably take down the attack helicopter if I just shot it like hard.
I mean, you could, but
It's not a question of if you could take down the attack helicopter. It's a question of could you take down the other guy who took down the attack helicopter. Because like I could take down an attack helicopter if I threw a dumpster at it.
Yeah.
I mean, with
Is he,
preparation,
like,
you could if
yeah,
you
I
have.
don't know,
If,
he's
the problem is
sturdier than you.
definitely. He's-
I'm gonna be honest.
When
Based on we didn't take the opportunity to fight him. I would imagine he was probably as sturdy as I was back then. And if he's gotten and if he's I don't know if his shit's gotten better over time, like mine did, probably as sturdy as I am now.
in a straight up fight, he'll most likely win. The best we can do is run away, but an ambush potentially depends on how sturdy he is. But Jack, don't fantasize about fighting him, please. Don't.
Like, given how touch sturdy I am nowadays, yeah, I could probably match him blow for blow while the rest of you figured out some smart fucking strategy. But I think if it comes down to a fight of who can outlast who, yeah, he's probably still got the edge.
Even at the same age, remember, he was able to dig through multiple feet of concrete and earth and dirt, survive, and then jump through multiple helicopters who were activating countermeasures. Which was not Cynthia's baseline at the same age or similar enough age.
At least the mist works.
That's good to know, at least. You cannot see through that. Can you see through the mist, by the way, Jack? Or
It's
That's
like
good to know.
it's like a third arm. Actually, I can actually get it to do things as well. Weird,
that's
yeah.
interesting. But I wouldn't.
Yeah, listen, a lot of the powers I do are just kind of like. I'll be honest, I don't think about them too much. I just kind of do them.
Makes sense, I suppose. I mean, most of us don't know magic yet, so for us it's kind of weird.
Pretty sure Wanda, Aurora, and Tatiana know magic.
I'm talking a general humanity, an understanding of science and whatnot.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the general understanding humanity has of science and the world is actually not that good.
At least my ability, but at least my ability to conceptualize how your powers work, for example, it's kind of confusing to imagine. I mean,
She's fucking at that point. Cynthia's gonna check. I'm gonna be honest. I sometimes do struggle how to wonder how if somebody uses a spell to like become super strong and somebody's like me and they're just born super strong. I'm gonna be honest. I think at that point the difference is just something like a historian would care about. I think the end result is still your ribs get broken.
yes.
As you see Tatiana appear next to all of you.
Eddie's gone. He didn't show up at home last night. We don't know where he's at, but everyone's looking out for him. He's gone.
All right. Where are the others looking?
She'll give the general information that Scott gave her, basically.
All right. Let's not waste time, people.
Yeah. Who? I need. Who here has the best vigilance?
I think we all peak at +3. The situation now, I know situational awareness is usually only for combat, but does it help you at all or no?
No, not necessarily.
In that case, we all have +3.
Because you are like actively searching for it.
Yeah, me and Tatiana are like tied. Yeah.
Yeah, I only have.
Then one of you can roll, and you'll have like double edge. Everyone's
Who feels more lucky? I think I feel more lucky today.
Go ahead for it, Mac.
I was gonna say Tatiana's got more Marvel dice, but you've got more successes overall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Get double edge.
Double edge.
Double edge.
There we
Oh,
go.
here we go. Here we go.
Holy shit.
There we go, baby.
Yes.
Listen, that was a dog shit roll, but
Yeah. Well,
Simply succeed. A skill issue.
you do between all of you, because Jack also has very good vigilance. Between all of you, and especially with some of your teleportation powers, you can cover a lot of ground. As you eventually, God, it takes a while because you are in fact having to comb through the entire fucking city. It's a big area, many buildings to check, any sort of suspicious activity. You're trying to like figure it out and then like inspect those places more closely. But as Tatiana, you manage to spot, it's quite close, like sort of northern part of the district. There's this construction site that's sort of going on. That well, you see a suspicious amount of people with guns around. These ones look more European, you could also say.
Yeah, she's gonna definitely let the others know. Like, hey, look, I don't know if it means anything, but some fucking guys, a lot of guns at the construction site right over there. Maybe it's something.
Shit, we should probably check it out, yeah?
As yeah, you'll sort of all of you make your way as yeah, Tiana, you also kind of start overhearing maybe some of their conversations as they're clearly speaking some sort of gibberish language you don't understand. Sounds very like ugly when you hear it.
Конечно, блядь.
It's almost like every time they like talk to one another, it's like they're swearing. They also like smell distinctly of alcohol, even from where like you're hiding.
The most disciplined Russian special forces.
They shoot while drunk. What the?
I'm gonna fucking.
As long as it's like in the general direction.
Gun will do most of the work. But yeah, you're gonna, cause it's gonna take them a bit to wait. Are you gonna wait for them, or are you just gonna try and get inside on your own?
I think, knowing Tatiana and how concerned and freaked out she is, I think she's actually going to jump the gun, as they say.
I mean, agility roll. Try and get in construction area, because there's still plenty of blind spots. Never mind.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So, a couple of teleports, and you sort of find yourself in this like almost like. You see this tent that's been pitched, and well, as you manage to just glance as someone's like walking out. You catch a swift glance of Eddie that's tied to a chair, or like the cover just kind of falls back off. There's a lot of guards here. There's like at least a dozen or so that you can spot.
In that quick glance, did she notice anything else in the room at all, or just Eddie and that was it?
Give me a vigilance.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, there's like two other people. Eddie looked quite bloodied. There's still technically other people in the tent. Probably like another 2 or 3.
Ah, shit. Yeah, Tatiana's she can't go in there alone essentially right now, but she's gonna go back to the others, probably having blinked out almost immediately and blink back right quickly.
Yeah. And you regroup with the other 3.
I found him. He didn't look good, but I found him.
Okay. Got a bad feeling about this one, Jack, or can we go in?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. Speak very careful.
All right, everyone, you know the rules. You're behind me.
Okay, how about we do this a bit smart? We fight, and you go in and get Eddie out.
I was gonna say, do you want me to sneak in or just run?
No,
Because I ain't good at
he's saying this to Tatiana more.
Oh, okay. There are 2 other people in the room, so I'm not sure who the fuck they are, but yeah.
I mean, get them out too if you can. Don't care if they're fucking
No,
criminals or
the
not.
other people were like not like they were like clearly guarding him.
Yeah, she's talking about the guards. That's what she's saying. Sorry if it came up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna create I think, honestly, either find a way to knock him out, or let's hope we make a big enough racket.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. As well, let's drag some people. Go on.
These unfortunate people. I don't think Cynthia's gonna hold back on this one.
You know.
Yeltsin's strongest soldiers. Don't worry. This is the 90s. These are 90s Russian mercs and military guys.
You're right. It is the '90s America. If I commit hate crimes in Russia, I don't think anyone will care. I might still get a medal for it.
A lot of goons.
There are a lot of goons. Sorry.
It's a lot of AK.
It's merely like, gee, this might take a bit.
I see one soldier rolling a 17. That's the best soldier.
Russian goon number 15. Make that bullet count. Be alive.
Yeah, as I assume you will draw their fire as they're like you just fucking charge in here. As well, they will immediately fucking start shooting at you, and of course it does nothing to you. So, well, Cynthia, what do you?
Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Being told about this and seeing that these guys are, they got some good stuff, or at the very least better stuff than the last guys I fought. I think she's just swinging.
Yeah, give me a melee roll.
Melee 18, the mall die.
Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Grunt. I'd say I'd argue even if I'm pulling my punches, if I roll a Molotov with like Mighty 2, they're fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just like first one you charge as the bullets fly off. Just as you like kind of hit him as you're running. You just kind of like your arm goes through him and like through the side as well. It just kind of just like rip out a chunk of him as you like rush by.
I'll say at that, like, she'll probably look down at that for a second before, like, probably like she feels another bullet impact her and moves on. Like, oh god.
That's true. I don't know if it takes into account.
I cannot click the Mac PC one because it's like an NPC, so I'll just roll d6. So like we'll just replace the one mathematically.
Well, let me double check. I can just check it.
Yeah, just check. Yeah, no, because I cannot check it. Yeah.
I think it.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, a couple of them are shooting at you. I'm just gonna make one roll. I'm gonna. Actually, that's still not a marvel. So, yeah, they just keep shooting you, and it clearly has no real effect. They're not like any special kind of, also like not big caliber guns. As all this is happening, Tatiana, you can easily teleport past the chaos. As you see some people rush out of the tent as well.
Yeah, she's going to go immediately to Eddie.
You go inside. Fortunately, there's one person left. Though this one looks a bit weird. She's young. Wait a minute, I need to go steal a picture. The actual Marvel official art is. The young blonde woman. She's very young. Probably younger than you? Like 16, 17? She's sort of like, she's like chewing gum as she like looks up at you like as you enter.
I think Tatiana stops, basically, looking at her. I assume she's not tied up or looking concerned in
No,
any way, basically.
No. She's not armed either.
Hello?
Hey.
Just want to start asking, are you okay? You're good? You're not hurt? You don't need any help with anything?
Yeah, fine.
That's good. I'm gonna take that. She kind of like indicates toward
No,
Eddie.
you're not.
Why not? Why not?
Because I'm supposed to be guarding him.
Can you turn around and not be guarding him, and we could just
No.
call it a day?
Are you here
Come
with
on,
the
really?
people outside? We're gonna get to fight. As she like sort of cracks her neck.
God.
To be honest, nobody
How good are
around
you
here
in a
like.
fight?
Well, how good are you?
Depends on your answer. Gonna be honest. What do I call you? Just to make this a little bit more cordial. She's trying to like slowly slink towards Eddie, basically, as this conversation is going on.
Kind of shrug and says, people here call me magic.
Did you guys hear me, or did my mic cut off?
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. She was asking like, what do I call you?
Yeah,
Basically, she's
and,
trying
and
to.
she said the people around here call her magic.
Oh, I definitely didn't hear that. Okay. Oh shit. God damn it.
Listen, baby magic. How bad can it be?
You
Enough with
son of a
Tatiana.
bitch.
Enough with Tatiana.
enough, Grunt. Listen, I don't want to fight you. I don't know. It seems you're here with these guys. That's your business, and I don't really have a right to tell you what you can and cannot do. But I'm leaving with him. I'd rather not have to fight you before it.
She sort of stands next to him as Eddie's like clearly like
As if she has to
unconscious.
grunt, and it looks like this is gonna go well, she would take a defensive stance.
Yeah, I mean she's just kind of like staring at him and says,
Yeah,
I
she's
thought-
gonna take a defensive stance, grunt.
Yeah. As you do that, she's just staring at you like, I'm waiting.
You thought what?
Aren't you gonna like attack me? Shoot me?
Yeah.
She's just gonna like lean a bit on Eddie.
How old are you actually? Yeah, she's like, how old are you actually?
17? What?
Ah, geez, sorry. Fuck. What? How long have you? Are these guys like your friends, family?
They pay me. Eat me.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Geez, I was not prepared for this type of conversation today.
As you do hear like gunshots and like it's a full-on battle, so
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Fuck. She is going to fire off a hex bolt. Grunt.
well, let's see some.
Of course. Of course.
Uh, well, I mean, you do have your defensive stuff.
Yeah.
So much
Mhm.
probably gonna like as she like sees you raising your hands is like she sees the incantation. You get the feeling she like recognizes and understands at least what you want to do. As let me double check. Action. And yes.
Which power?
Blink. As she's like immediately in front of you. As there's like a split second, and then she's in front of you and she's fucking swinging. As like she see her arm coming down, there's a sword that almost like manifests in her hand as it is coming down. Like a melee attack. Now I think you have a bunch of shit. Because you have
Yes.
defensive stance, which I think gives them a trouble. That's
A marvel.
what?
Amazing.
Why did it
Yeah,
select
because
Because
nowadays
the
technically
Oh,
we're
because
all,
the Marvel one
Technically, it doesn't have
one.
the ability to roll a Marvel die, but I think that would count as like a 1.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
technically
so
worse. That's why
count
it's
that as a. We'll keep that as a 4 then, because technically you should still keep the fucking 4.
yeah, it's a 4. Yeah, it's just the
And
computer's dumb.
you have. Don't have anymore. I thought you had the blink one. I don't think you have it now. Yeah.
I mean, she still has
I have
reaction if
Blink.
she wants to use it. Yeah.
Wait. I have blink. I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like I don't think you can blink as a thief.
She can actually.
That's a different power, man.
Oh,
If
it's
someone
wow.
was about to attack them and they are now out of reach or line of sight, the attack automatically fails.
Ah, gotcha. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm pretty sure because she has that one.
Which you can't do that as a reaction. That would be really awkward wording because, like,
Yeah.
you would never be able to do that as just a move on someone else's turn.
Wait, hold on. I mood check it because whatever you say, Grump, but it does say it is a reaction. It's a standard movement or reaction. I can. 1 second.
Space
Yep.
or rank.
If they're still within reach or line of sight, the attack is trouble instead.
Yeah, well, like what if they can just teleport after you though? It's just kind of like a Bugs Bunny fucking.
Yeah,
up to
it's up
Grant
to you.
instead.
It's,
I mean,
it's
how
up to
many
you,
times
Brian,
can
so
she
that's-
teleport on her turn?
As much as like Tatiana can, so it's like. Then what the fuck is?
Because she's already, I assume, using her action to do the attack.
You can use standard movement or reaction, and she has double
Yeah,
reactions.
that's why
anyways.
it's dumb. That's why the move.
Yeah, she already blinked, and now she's making an attack.
She has a second reaction though. That's
Okay, so the ability's fucking worthless.
no, because you can blink outside of combat as well. Like blink
I gotta
is
be honest, I
not.
don't think we'll ever see her successfully use blink in combat.
No, because you have blink barrage. Zaz, I would like if you didn't just like keep saying that. If you look at the powers, you'll see that there's a lot of powers beyond the basic fucking blink. So technically you can, but she will outlast you in the fucking blink contest.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure that we know that. So if she's gonna attack me, then that's fine.
Check. Yeah, because teleport can't be used as a reaction. So
No, teleport
yeah,
is just a regular old standard.
she can in
Yeah.
fact just blink after you. So it'll be a Bugs Bunny comedy until technically exhaust your movement.
Like I said, I just I assume I just want to make sure I understand what's happening. So Tatiana's
She
trying to do her powers.
blinks
She went to
after.
attack her.
Yes, she first of all she has more. She like has the initiative. You couldn't like
Yes.
cast Hex Bolt. She blinks after you, and you blink away. She's gonna keep blinking after you. That's the
Like
thing.
if you want to treat it like it's D&D where you get one reaction, or unless you have a
Well,
special
you,
thing with
you
it,
do
that's
get one
fine.
reaction. No, that's by the rules.
Just combat
Yeah,
reflex.
so-
You
Something
have
else
one
is-
standard action, one reaction, and then you have the movement. You can use all
Yeah.
three for blink.
Yeah, so I figure in my mind, I figure it's like she blinked, I blinked, and then we're back at it where she goes to hit me.
Yes,
So
what
I
she
don't
like
assume I
exactly.
blink around.
Exactly. She keeps blinking. That's what I was explaining to Zaz. That she just has more blinks than you, or at the very least the same amount. Technically, I think she's second.
Does she have combat reflex?
Yeah,
or
she does
something?
have combat reflex.
Yeah, so she can like 2 reactions. I mean, the movement. I mean, the movement is basically like you run around for 30 feet. I'm not sure what the default movement is. Then that's run out, and then she has the second reaction.
So
I imagine that's what happens.
Yes. Narratively speaking, you do just blink, and then she blinks, and then you blink, and then she blinks. So yeah, no. I would assume instinctively still blink away because you don't.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, we want to just have that speed up moment because it doesn't really matter in the long run. So
Yeah. Well, technically, you could maneuver outside as well.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Grud. I'd rather stay in here because outside, if she hits me and I go down, then I'm basically gonna be very vulnerable in a situation where there's a bunch of combat outside that. So
Yeah. So as you blink and she keeps pace with you, eventually it's clear to you that she is about to hit you. So,
yes,
that would have been that's like 6, 10 plus 5, 15. I think that hits.
it does. It does.
Boy. Yeah. As she fucking she slices kind of her sword sort of cleaves you from fucking the collarbone as it digs deep into your flesh and you just fall unconscious.
Do I put my health at 0 then,
Yeah, for narrative purposes.
or did she go further than even that?
Probably go for it. You should put it at like -10. Like this is pretty fucking bad.
Gotcha.
Outside. Fine. I think Cynthia, you're not like pulling punches, right? You're just like hitting on guys.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's not pulling punches right now.
Claire, are you doing anything to speed this along?
These are a bunch of goons. Yeah. Right, some
Well,
firing
I'm gonna
support, yeah.
need both you and Cynthia to make me one melee and one fire thing. Only if you roll poorly will they even get a chance. No. Yeah, the goons die one by one as you like shoot them, punch them, and they can't really do much before you like sort of manage to push through. And you do see like Tatiana in a fucking bloody pool as this young woman stands over her, and you can see like her body is covered with this very weird looking armor. It's kind of black and has parts of it that are like slowly glowing in the dark, and has this large sword with her that's also emanating this very ominous aura. And she looks at you three and says, "Oh, are you like tougher? Are you also here to fight?"
Literally fucking bulletproof. Let's go.
As yeah. Unless you know what, let's I can. So if you wanna roll again. Well, luckily, wait, fucking god. Okay.
I can actually roll. Fuck, I also fucked up the roll. No mind, I have a fucking 11. Holy shit. No.
Points of focus spent. I don't think there's any time to pull back. That's. Let me do some quick math. Actually, no. Okay. As the fucking. You do just see, like, Jack just, like, channel this fucking lightning bolt as it flies into her, and you just see, like, her entire fucking body. Unfortunately, she can't blink away because, well, the line of sight is unbreakable for this one, as she just fucking, like, gets electrocuted. You can see, like, she, like, fucking recoils back from this shit. Fucking half her body is charred. As, not looking too good. As, at this point, she will just fucking run away. As she just blinks, you just see her like that, just like Tatiana. Several blinks and she's just fucking gone.
Can Claire go provide medical assistance to Tatiana, please, like, stop the bleeding and whatnot?
Yes. You're logical.
Yes. It's 20.
Yeah, that's you provide some rather dire medical attention. As Cynthia, Jack will gesture for you to go in the tent and, like, fetch Eddie.
Yeah, she's gonna go get Eddie, yeah.
As you sort of, like, grab him, Jack and Claire, you grab Tatiana and you, like, make your way out of here. As I'm gonna need, because Claire, I think you have the best vigilance.
Yeah.
Give me a vigilance roll to try and avoid any, like, this is what's heard, and there's probably people looking after you.
Yeah.
To outsmart them a bit, or, like, outmaneuver them a bit, rather. Let's say even logic would work for this. Would use
It's the
knowledge
same
of
stat
the.
to me.
Okay, then never
It's
mind.
the same modifier. It's a 15
There
for
we
marble.
go. You manage to use your, like, knowledge of the street layout as you dodge some of the bigger streets, as there are cars going by, clearly probably looking for you. As you find, like, shelter in one of the fucking apartment buildings, as you just fucking have Cynthia break the door as you have to hide out there. As we'll probably call this in, and Wanda is on her way to try and heal Tatiana. As Eddie doesn't look in a much better situation. He doesn't look like he's dying, but he looks like he's been beaten up quite severely.
I'd say it. While this is happening, Cynthia is, like, pacing around. As, like, a part of it's, like, looking at the hands, who are obviously bloody hands. She's maybe mumbling under her breath, like, fucking killed like 5 fucking people. One more's not gonna be that fucking bad.
Jack is like, if she's like sees you do this, she'll just give you an actual hug.
Yeah, after a second, Cynthia's gonna hug it back, and I think Cynthia's actually gonna break down because, yeah, she's not killed anyone before.
Oh yeah.
Jack's like, You did what you had. Saved her, you saved Eddie. That's all that matters.
It just keeps happening. It just keeps happening.
Certain people who just won't fucking get the message. They had no other choice.
For the record, what she's referring to is there's been multiple situations where it made sense for Tatiana to break off. She got seriously hurt. And like Cynthia's basically saying, like, it seems like I'm not gonna have a choice. I just need to kill them before they can hit Tatiana.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like, listen, you have no choice. They put you in this situation.
Yeah,
I want to make sure that there's no like misunderstanding of what she means there.
Look, at this point, after handing off the Tiana to Wanda, these people were either soldiers or mercenaries. They knew what they were signing up for.
Yeah. They knew what they're signing up for, and fuck, we're gonna have to get used to it.
Claire will join the hug if it's still going on. It also hugs Cynthia separately.
As eventually Wanda arrives and sort of walks in the building staircase and just looks at Tatiana immediately, rushes to her and sort of starts like weaving her magic spells. As well, Tatiana, you can put yourself at 1 HP as you like barely open your eyes. Feel your entire fucking body hurting.
Hey, Wanda. Nice to see you.
Oh fuck, you're good. You're alive. Good.
Hey, guys. Did we get Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's really fucking good. Are we home yet, or am I just on the fucking ground?
No, we're home. It's okay.
That's good. I'm gonna go to fucking sleep right now.
Yeah, she's gonna have to rest. Gonna wait here until some of the others will come and you'll help them in the car as you'll drive them back to the apartment. Help them into their bed. As everyone is sort of gathered around, as Jax just kind of looks at you, Claire, and says, I still think I can't take down the big guy.
You can't. Trust me, you can't.
I'm saying.
Your skills are impressive, but you can't.
I did almost fry her in one head. Just...
I'm not sure what physical resistance she has, but she could have pawned her. That's not. Your odds have definitely increased if you manage. She definitely also had some kind of protection, but
I will tell you this: I've seen those symbols before.
Are they demonic or
your
people?
Sort of. Nah, she was wearing magically enchanted fucking gear, and that weapon, the energy emanating from it, holy fucking shit! That thing could have cleaved the car in half.
Listen, you should never be too arrogant. That thing, I'm not sure what deal she made, but again, that dug its way through the earth while at a young age managed to survive multiple missiles and managed to take on an entire base, including a similarly sized combatant.
Listen,
remember that guy was able to take down buildings a few years back.
I'm just saying.
I'll say this. Your odds also think there's more important things to worry about right now than caution is more important. Don't be like Tatiana.
Listen, we saved Eddie. She's alive. seems to keep happening to her. So I feel like
Unfortunately, yeah, no. So teleportation ability is useful. Unfortunately, she isn't the most durable. He does not have any supernatural or genetics-based super durability.
no, listen. Now in her defense this time though, you've seen that the other chick could also teleport.
Yeah, no, that was an unfortunate bet. The problem is, unlike with regular warfare and soldiers, we cannot predict what powers the enemy will have. That was just, in fact, unfortunate bad luck.
Oh, I should have like
I mean,
used the mist, but then I feel like might have just taken Eddie away.
listen, we got everybody out. In this line of work, sadly, we cannot predict our opponent's skill set.
Like nods. Yeah. Sort of Anna would check in on you as you like finish washing yourself. Like, wanna talk about it?
I I punched a man right through his chest and saw his organs come out the other side.
Sort of gonna hold your hand. We'll get through this. I'm here for you.
Cynthia's just gonna kind of like put the head on her shoulder. And yeah, there's just I think she's just gonna cry again.
She's gonna hold you until you cry yourself to sleep. And meanwhile, Claire, Scott, as you're like, people are like sort of going back to their apartments. Scott is gonna just talk with you and says, "Yes, Victor was right. More superpowers, eh?"
Yeah, this seemingly does seem they're popping up more.
I think we need to approach every situation now with this in mind.
Yeah, Claire will not. Predicting your enemy is very difficult normally, but with this diverse range of powers,
If we can do it, they can do it too.
at the very least everybody got out. The mission was over a success.
It was. So I am worried about both Tatiana and Eddie. See how they feel about it tomorrow.
Claire will not for now.
As eventually Tatiana, put yourself at like 3 HP in the morning. Wake up next to Eddie and he's like sort of staring at you with like one swollen eye. Well,
Hey, handsome.
somehow I look better than you.
It's one of the reasons I keep you around, you know? Your good looks.
I'm useless.
What? What the fuck? What did that? No.
Come on. Can't even.
What do you mean?
One of my contacts told me out, the fucker.
Yeah, and that's not your fault? Just because some guy decided to be an asshole and go back on his fucking word to you?
Got
Come on,
hurt.
Ellie, like,
We got hurt again, and this time was strictly my fault.
Eddie, I would have gotten hurt any day of the week. You see how frail I am sometimes. And
sort of like just kind of gives you a smile and nods.
And come on, Eddie, listen, we wouldn't even. We owe you so much, okay? You got us information, you got us this costume, you helped us not lose our fucking heads. Hell, you even gave us a path that actually might help us fix the problems we're having instead of punching our way through. You're not fucking useless. I don't want you saying that about yourself.
Again, just gonna like nod and smile. He's clearly blaming.
Yeah, she's trying. She's trying to fix that. I don't think it's gonna work
You
immediately.
can give me an ego roll, but I'll give you like one trouble on it.
Okay.
It's fine, Eddie. We'll find you Venom.
I do have this thing I haven't been using. We'll see if I need to use my my discipline or not. Yeah. It would be
You jump on the 5.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It did matter.
I will say
This is what I felt like as Emon. I scientifically made in a lab to de-edge people.
Most. I'll
He's gonna say, listen, maybe I'll take up Claire on that advice. Start going
What?
some actual martial arts training or some shit.
Ooh, smart, handsome, and beating people up. Be still my heart.
Oh, don't make me laugh. My chest hurts.
How do you think I feel right now? Listen, Eddie. Our lives, whether we were a lot smarter about it or not, there's no avoiding this whole thing. Mostly because of the fact that we're one, too nosy, too nosy, too reckless, and we hate when bad shit happens to people.
Yeah. I don't think he's like fully convinced, but at the very least, he's stopped kicking himself.
Yeah, if she could, I'm not sure if they're like in separate beds or they're in the same bed or whatever.
Same double bed. I don't have that kind of luxury.
Yeah, she's gonna wiggle as close as she can to put her forehead against his shoulder. What happened, Eddie? What did they do to you?
Try to get the info out of me. Not the old-fashioned way.
Okay. Do we know who these guys are?
I think they're with the Russian mob.
Jeez, Russian mob, drug dealers, magical people with swords. Got the whole thing going on.
Yeah, seems we're pissing off a lot of people. Knew about me, they knew about some of your powers.
Ooh, did they say anything else? Did they know my name, I presume?
No, just know that someone can move around quickly, teleport. They know that. I think they know about Cynthia's thing.
No, we weren't as careful as he could have been. And, well, we met an old friend, or some of them saw an old friend. Damien, older, still scary as fuck.
Holy shit.
But he's around too.
You can track him down, reach out to him.
Are you sure that's, Cynthia said the same thing? Are you sure that's a good idea? He might not be too happy to, see us at all.
Approach him on the street, but drop him a message maybe.
Okay, just be careful. That's all I can ask.
No, I'll try to be as careful as you are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's just gonna fall asleep.